Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Sunday to you. We are so excited to have you here as we celebrate our Sunday together with amazing jewelry. There's something very special we've been letting you know a little bit about that's coming up today. It is, it's a category we have developed here over the years called the Wonder Ring, but this is a really high-end, exciting version of the Wonder Ring that we have for you that doesn't need to be necessarily, you don't need to get two, but let me tell you if you do, it's like all Wonder Rings, two makes it better. So we've got a very special surprise for you. It's yellow diamonds. It's bigger yellow diamonds. It's also a triple stack. So this is for somebody who is not afraid to stand out. If you really love big, bold, really wild color with your diamonds, we've got it for you. So that's going to be on the way. A triple row Wonder Ring. We've never done that before. We've had two rows. That's the iconic. That's the original. That's where it all began. But today we bring you a triple row. So yellow diamonds, upgrade. Now, there's something else that feels very classic, and that is this tanzanite. This tanzanite that I hold in my hand is the original signature mounting. This is stunning. It's the go-to if you're not sure where to go. If you already have great tanzanites, perfect. If you yet need one, are excited about the prospect of owning the best tanzanite in the world, we've got a great way for you to own that in a mounting that is going to be forever a favorite. It already has been a favorite of so many for years and years and years. It gives you a ton of diamond weight. This is an expensive mounting. It's not gonna be expensive today. That's the beauty of it. It's one of the biggest, boldest gold weights, also a lot of diamond weight as well, and it's gonna be very, very affordable today as our big special. And then there's also, talk about special, there's a 172 diamond weight here out of Russia. Yeah. That's not something you see every day. Talk about museum. I got a couple of those too. But this is that huge Russian diamantoid. It's almost 2 carats in size, so that's exciting, but it's also diamonds every which way. So we're gonna see that on the way as well. You're gonna love it. It's definitely collector's status, but something like this would normally be in our show for about $20,000. We're gonna make it very affordable today for you. So that's coming up as well. And then there's a big diaspora. And speaking of large, this stone, wow, this is good. Now again, we'll have some diminutive jewelry as well. But that stone, 25 carats, that I thought would be 50. I don't know, that carat weight seems a little off to me. I was just visualizing 50 carats. There's a kunzite here. That's our brand new museum masterpiece. We are not necessarily bringing pieces that are old, been there, done that. We're bringing you a new one that is all the bit museum, but we're going to bring it down in price on its very first airing here today. So looking forward to that as well. Speaking of kunzites, there's a whole batch of them that are not going to be 25 carats, but still large. We'll show those to you as well. And if you have any questions, I've been fielding questions all morning, all evening last night about pieces from not just yesterday, but the week prior. So if there's anything we can show you, anything you want to check on availability, anything at all that you're curious, might it still be here for you? Please let us know. Make those inquiries now, because I will tell you, a lot of pieces are going right now. We have busy phone lines. So again, you want to get all the pieces that you want so we can start sending those out to you. But more importantly, before they go to someone else, that's really the key here, because we do have a lot of one-of-a-kind items. And speaking of, take a look at this pendant. This is rubies and diamonds and a link style. But instead of the link, I think of links and I think of rounded links, oval links. This is more of a squared off style link design that's just beautifully done, isn't it? It's 112-9243. On the item number, it'll be your gold to start, because that's going to be your bail over here, and then goes into diamonds, and then goes into rubies that are all diamond cut. Love that. But it's also going to be, let's see, 43 points in the rubies, 6 points in the diamonds, and then everything is linked where, yes, there are perpendicular links that are linking your other links. So it's really a cool look that feels very modern, feels very now, very fresh, but still at the same time, extremely wearable. And we've had some good earrings of late in rubies. We are lovely, lovely, lovely shoppers for rubies because we love our Burma. We get the best of the best from Burma. In this case, they're diamond cut, so they're a little bit higher end even for that aspect, but also it's a really wearable style. It's 1 inch and 1/8, but it's going to be a little bit more wearable with that open work that you have. So let's do that. Let's show it from a distance away so you can see how it looks, and then again, give us a call. Jason, were you already helping someone out? I love it. What are we taking? Who was it? I was wondering if it was Mary M, I bet. Mary M, hi Mary, thank you so much. We were emailing early this morning. Well, I got her email at 5, but then I didn't respond to her till about 6. So I thought if I email her back at 5, then I'm gonna like, that's a little too early to start my day. So I waited till about 6. But thank you, Mary, so much. Wonderful. I'm glad you got your piece. And then here's what we're gonna do, where we have the length, as you see right here. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah, it is. It's 1 1/8 top to bottom. But I love the way that, yeah, we're getting the links there squared away with those really beautiful rubies and diamonds. Here's what it looks like on the neckline, so you can see just how you do see, again, some great color through it. I love the way it's going to show up that really beautiful diamond cutting we love, and then back to the wheel we go. And you can see the bail's going to move a little bit, but that's going to stay. Gravity will help keep that where it's supposed to be once you put your favorite chain through it. And you see how they even notched the diamonds there so that there's a little comfortable spot right there for your bail to sit, so it's perfect that way. And it's going to be very affordable, not even $1,000 or $9.99. And by the way, we are just really getting close. We are that halfway point of June almost. So that means July's around the corner, just a couple of weeks away until we get into the month of July, which, you know, I'd like to remind you, there's only one birthstone for the month of July, and that is ruby. And it can be a little bit more expensive normally to get. Not here today. We're doing better than $888 or $777 to get our show started off so right. And glad you're all here. Hopefully you've had a wonderful weekend so far. This is no need for the Sunday Scaries because we got all the best of the best. And it's all marked down, every bit of it, from brand new. I even have some vanadium barrels today, so that's going to make a few of you happy. Our collectors out there who want the vanadium barrels, I do have 2 Asher cuts. Those tend to be our favorites, and we'll see those on the way. And then one pear shape is here. But let's talk about this one for better than $6.99. Let's keep on going, get it out the door for you. An exciting Sunday morning we've got, or maybe afternoon, just depending on where you are. Or maybe it is afternoon, but it feels like morning because maybe you were in New York and you were partying all night. We've got some New Yorkers out there. So I bet you they might be getting a little later start to their day than sometimes. And here's what I'll do. We'll make it $599. That's it. So a really special way to go when we've got rubies, diamonds, gold, $599. Love that. Stays in the yellow gold on that one. That will be it. So really excited. How we all doing today? Is it a rainy day in Arkansas, Kirsten? All right. Well, she needs some cheer with the sparkle. I think we can bring that for you. We'll bring some sunshine to you. Hey, good. Risa says, I'm in New York and it's sunny. I bet it is. Even if there's clouds in the sky, I bet it's sunny. Right? I bet it is. Wonderful. Hey, Risa, glad to have you with us. And hey, Carrie's with us too. So nice to have you. And yes, Sally, you made roll call. You're here, present, ready to go. All right. She said, I'm here. And someday we'll have a prize for a perfect attendance record, right? Do you remember that? Like in school, they used to give us a prize like at the end of the year if you made perfect attendance. I don't remember what the prize was. I think it was a certificate. We were big into certificates in my era. You got a printed certificate, maybe with some gold leaf along the edge. Yeah, and you framed it in one of those, like, 8x11 frames. That's pretty much how fancy we got in our childhood. Yeah, it was just a certificate. It was a piece of paper. But hey, it felt good. It felt good when you're an overachiever like me. Here we go with our gorgeous diamond and ruby. Let's see who's got it. Then, we were talking about critter jewelry the other day, and I realized it'd been a minute since we'd seen any critter jewelry, so I went on a little mission. And I decided there must be something. And there wasn't much, but I do have this. Let's take a look for, speaking of being, perfect attendance and wise. Look at this. That is gorgeous. This is an owl, and it's a pendant or a brooch, so multiple ways to wear it. So you're really getting your money's worth here. And it's also 112-8042. I just want to show you because obviously we were talking about critter jewelry and these really unique pieces that feel very couture and very high-level designer. We love to get, something a little unusual for you. So that's what you have here, and you can see that great size. Now, this is 18 karat gold, and you're getting a combination here. Mostly white gold, little yellow gold for the branch she's sitting on, and then there are diamonds in, well, actually, those are cat's eyes. Is it owl eyes or cat's eyes, or we can still call it cat's eyes if it's in an owl? Yes, we can. So it works just fine. 5 carats of 3, though, in bicolor tourmalines, 50 points in your cat's eye, 12 points in diamonds in a brooch or pendant. I'm holding it by the bail. So it's actually 2 bails that are run through the top there, and then you've got your brooch that runs right there vertically through the back center of your pendant or brooch, however you like to look at it there. Here's the length. Like to verify that 1¼ inch. Let's see if that's right, and it is. So 1¼ inch in that top to bottom length. Here's what it looks like from a distance on, so you can really see how sizable that is. And of course, you could certainly put it on lapel if you want to as well, but this is going to be fun to see up close. So many different details here, and we might need to get a little bit further back, but do you see the flowers? I love the etching. That's a satin finish on the gold. And okay, Jason, what you taking? Pendant? All right, so look at this. This is that tree bark texture, has florals, Love the way those, I'm sorry, the cat's eyes are the coolest thing ever. And look, they move because that's what they do. But see, this seems like the kind of, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I put cat's eyes in an animal design where you've got the movement of the chatoyancy, the diamonds around it? I can't get over the fact there are 6 bicolor tourmalines and they match. All in one piece. This is a huge markdown for something that is as luxury and custom as it gets. Really unique, very special. And this is the back, so you can see there's that pin and there's that bail. And you do have those carat weights inscribed, so you won't have to worry about remembering those. We got better things to remember, like the really important stuff, but it's nice to have a reference point so you know exactly where your carat weights stand. And we're gonna do the 18 karat gold piece, so much less than the $79.99. I think that it's always a little challenge to think about $8,000 as a brooch, but remembering it's a pendant and a brooch, so it's a lot of ways to wear it. This is actually one of the more versatile pieces you'll probably have. And I always believe in really good one signature brooch that you have that, you know, if you're thinking, well, I don't know, am I going to wear it? I actually think, yes, probably more, make it a point to put this on more often than not and make that your signature piece. And especially if the owls have meaning to you, if it's going to be that more traditional thought process is wisdom, but certainly that really cool look, but all done with the finest of materials. And that is what we specialize in. So we're going to take it on down because, well, this could be a museum masterpiece, must go, but I'll blow it out right now for $1,999. I just thought something fun and really playful and a little bit of whimsical, but all again very serious in the quality. That's how we do things. It doesn't mean you can't have one or the other necessarily. It's got to be both. And we've got that here. Really serious gems, really fine, heavy gold weight, a lot of that, and $19.99 when we've been waiting for more of these really beautiful personality pieces. And obviously you probably won't set him like this, but I like to get up close as possible to show you the details of the design. The labor of love this was to manufacture, no doubt, was one of those, and I think it just turned out beautifully, didn't it? And there's something about the way those bicolors all sitting there in the middle, and then the fabulous yellow gold. So we'll see who's got it. Don't forget, there are opal earrings here that are drops. We're going to get into some vanadium barrels. How about that museum masterpiece, Kunzite? Lots of people on this one, so it is going to be first caller. Please feel free to dial in as soon as you see something you love. Helps out. And you know what else I brought out today? The diamond ring that has, thank you, that is sold. The diamond ring that has almost 7 carats of diamonds throughout. What do you think? A 3 carat 01 to start. This is going today because this is the last time we get to present it. So I'd love for it to go today. And yes, our owl is gone. And if only we had more pieces like that. I scoured the whole inventory. I was like, let's find some critters to bring out. But again, already gone. So here we are, and look at this. This is just a reminder that this is here. You've probably seen it before. It's 112-7677. And it has a 301, but that is not to be outdone by the 3 carat 60 in the white diamonds around it. And don't forget, we'll have that 3-row yellow diamond wonder ring. Never thought I would say all those words together, but it's today. Today's the day. So excited about that. And here we go. All right. 6 carat 61 overall. Just a reminder, it was $70,000. I don't see any problem with $70,000 as a price to stay, but instead we're going a lot lower for you. And it is not going to be, no, it's not even $70,000. Just a reminder, it's here. This is our last time we get to present it. So figured it is one of those that a lot of you thought about, a lot of you might have on your wish list. And look at the finishing on the inside. All that 18 karat gold yet again, also two-tone like our owl was, where just a little bit of yellow gold is going to be the center stone setting there, that bezel and prong combo with one of the brightest. That's a beautiful square cushion. It's got a lot of brilliant cutting to it. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and oh yeah, that's the big one there. No doubt, one of our bigger stones we have. It's rare to get over 3 carats. I've only had a couple ever that are over 3 carats in yellow diamonds. That is, again, remember, a natural stone as we go back up close and give you that huge value. Just a reminder, it's under $20,000. It was a museum masterpiece must go that actually we had a lot of requests to hold on to and not sell at the trade show that came and went at the beginning of the month. So here it is back for you, and it's $19,999. So there's that newly reduced price. And just want to remind you, I know we had a lot of people asking for that one to return and give another look and give it some thought. And then we have, okay, there are other museum masterpieces today, one of which I think you would probably be astounded if you knew what the stone actually was, because it tends to be a little bit of a mystery. And yet, this is one of our museum masterpieces. What on earth do you think that is? It's a crazy rare combination of colors. and it may throw you a little bit. So take your guesses as to what that might be. That's a museum masterpiece must go today as well that I don't think I've ever shown on the air, maybe just a flash, but never really presented in full. Well, today it gets presented and discounted. And I'm talking bonkers discounting. There's a reason the museum masterpieces have been going. They're not must go, they have been going. So there's a reason, and that has everything to do with these huge reductions in price. Now, I think these earrings are about as specialty as it gets. This is the opal drop earring that are finished on the inside entirely. First of all, look at the inside. That is a lot of care and time and extra value when you have a gold finishing like that. This is 1130595, and there's a very special crystal opal match pair. That's also the side profile. Here's the other. And they are, when I say matched, of course, it's never going to be identical, but there's a beautiful, beautiful coordination. And these are crystal opals that they're in the hottest light right now. And that doesn't mean temperature. That just means the actual, well, there is such a thing as temperature of lighting. And it depends on, is it a cooler light or a warmer light? This is in a pretty hot light right now. So this is the worst they'll ever look because these crystal opals are giving you a lot of bright colors and every color of the rainbow. In the yellow gold, 1098 in the stones, that's 29 points in diamonds going all the way around and in the front of your lever back. Now here is what they look like from a distance, one and then the other. I want to show you together so you can see how beautifully they do coordinate, even though one on one side of the face, one on the other. So there's always that consideration, but look at how beautiful. And if you'd like them, they're a great price tag today. Staying in the yellow gold, of course, with that great finishing that almost reminds me of a cameo. I wouldn't even mind seeing those in backwards. If you wanted more of a vintage Victorian look one day, you could do that, but they are only $19.99. So just want to remind you that we've got big opals, certainly, that are ready for you, and they're going to give you an 1.5 inches in their length, as you will see right there. So 1.5 inches on those lengths, and then those will be gone. Then we also have this kunzite. This is one of those museum masterpieces that's new right now. What do you think? Couldn't think of a better stone to show you. I know it's early, and well, this is a strong way to welcome you in to a Sunday when we talk about a museum piece with this level of color, saturation. And I got to tell you, when I saw this morning, I thought that's a 50 carat. And I was surprised. This is a really big stone, obviously, for my cocktail ring lovers out there. Somebody who wants something more impressive, important, noticeable, all of those things. But it's also the way that it's done with bigger diamonds on the sides. They're all huge baguettes. This stone is a fancy radiant cut. It's fabulous. Doesn't ever diminish in color, even through the center. When you look at the center, I mean, it's so much blue and so much purple. Wouldn't you say more purple than it is pink? I would agree. It is a beautiful, rich stone, probably one of the richer ones we've seen in all of our kunzite. And you know we only specialize in one type, and that's the best. But here's 1131429 to get you started on. This is it. This is the museum masterpiece that has never been seen before. And we have a couple. I've made a point to bring out a couple here today for you to enjoy. And guess what? This is a huge 2555. It has a series of baguettes down the sides, which I'll show you. It's 50 points overall, and there are 2 of them. Each one is what we call the semi-bezel. Gold top and bottom that houses them within their own semi-bezel. Half bezel. So bezel would be all the way around. This is more streamlined. They put the gold so it creates almost that top and bottom. So it gives like a border to the diamonds, and it's 50 points there among just 4 stones. So they're nice and large. And here we are with this better value. And come on in. This is a masterpiece, no doubt about it. It also is white gold, stays in the white gold. Let me show it to you on though, because I think that's really, yeah, we need to get that out of the way because it's such an important style. And I know this may not be for everybody, but look at that, still pretty wearable considering it's a cocktail ring, yes, but it's still not going quite knuckle to knuckle. So it's really just impactful while still wearable, balanced as well. Those really nice bigger diamonds balance it extremely well on the sides, and then you've got some really pretty basket work just to accommodate for the depth of the stone, but 25.5 carats plus, and only one, and should be $19,999 OG price. We're going to make it a lot better than that for you. So come on in and look at that sparkle. There's something magical about this radiant cut. I know we had some earrings the other day. I've had a couple of rings. They weren't quite this saturation level, and so that's what's so exciting about this particular ring. And not even $10,000. We're going to go shockingly low, and I know it's hard to gauge when it's not something you've seen before. It's brand new, but I think that's exciting. Why wait for a discounted price and risk missing out entirely on a piece when we can just give you the discount right here up front, first time out the gate, and give you this better value and send it out for better than $49.99. How does that sound? We've gone 75% off and are not done yet when there's a 25.5 carat stone. And it won't all be museum pieces, but we have our fair share today. So we'll just splice them in throughout all the affordable that we have as well. And then, of course, your request, whatever it is you're looking to see. There are some big discounts and blowouts. And really, I'm here to make sure everything is discounted for you so that you're not just an observer of jewelry, but a true shopper of jewelry and a future owner of jewelry. In the next couple of days, it's officially yours, right? Well, technically, it's officially yours when you say yes, right? And then it gets to your house and you start wearing it and enjoying it, loving it for all that it is, and knowing that nobody else is going to have anything quite like you do. That's always a point of pride. To get something so specialty that nobody else is going to have it, that's important. And yet, 49, let's go even lower. One only. You know this is not going to last. There's no way this sticks around. So let's come on in, get you ready. I'll blow it out for even better than 4,500. What am I doing? It's called Must Go Museum Masterpiece, and that's what we've got. 45, no. 44.99, no. Just say sold. You're going to get the best price ever. I cannot get over the color and, more importantly, the cutting in the perfect way the baguette's aligned with it. It is everything you want and more in a cocktail ring. And instead of 45 or 44 or 43, I'm really pushing the boundaries here. I'll make it $42.99 first caller on that one, and it'll be done. Absolutely rare. And the single best kunzite I have. I mean, there's some other good ones here. We're going to blow out some kunzites later that are smaller. So if you're looking for maybe not quite 25 carats, but more like 10, I've got a whole wheel of them later. I'll have 3 of them for you that are 8 to 10 carats. So don't worry if you don't want to go quite this large, but that's what makes it museum. In this particular case, I can't call the other ones museum. This is museum. And $42.99 one caller. What a marvel. That is a marvel of gems right there. And really, again, museum is quite literal there. So enjoy it if you get it. We have one only. We'll give it 30 seconds and then we're on our way. And it should be $19,999. We've gone over 75% off. That's the whole must go. It's the beauty of what we're doing to discount the really important pieces. And I love that we're bringing out some new that not necessarily have been seen a couple of times before. And that, to me, makes it exciting as well. You never know what you're going to tune in and see. So it's really important. And then we have a yellow sapphire. We have a big tanzanite emerald cut that's got to go today, too. So if you like this one, you might very well enjoy this one, too. That's an emerald cut. And for the record, that's about 14 carats. It's about 1407 on that one. So it's a good kunzite. And then we've got a beautiful vanadium beryl selection. I know we love the Asher cuts. I have a really special Asher cut. Look at this one. That's new. Asher cut looks like Paraíba. Have you heard of these vanadium beryls? We've only had them a couple of times. I've got 2 today that are quite affordable. Well, that 263 is going to be one of our bigger ones. And then we have this one. Wow. You want to give something away, that's probably the way to do it. Do you want the bigger one or the smaller? This one's still a good size. It's a carat 77. How can I help you? You're good? All right, let's move on. So this is, well, let's just talk about it really quickly. I know we're getting in some really important pieces here, but this is the Asher. Then we have the really rare, you saw it here, it's the cushion. And honestly, they look pretty similar as far as the colorways, but this is the Asher that's going to get you 263, which we're going to start with, and then this is the cushion. So if you want to hang tight for that one, it's going to be a 177. But when we're talking about vanadium beryls, this is a stone that is really overtaken the beryl family, and there's a lot of collectors and gemstone lovers out there that are not quite familiar with this yet. It's pretty new. So we're not talking about the piece that's everywhere and really well known yet. It just hasn't been around long enough to get that type of traction. Certainly those who have been introduced to it probably are aware of it because it's one that's hard to forget. But when you're talking about a really, really rare beryl, we talk about emeralds all the time. We talk about morganites and aquas. And then lately we've had some red beryls as well that are considered the rarest stone. In the world, most will actually agree it's either red diamonds or red beryl that are considered one of the rarest in the world by most gemstone folks, but this is a really new, it's yet to be seen. It's really too small a sample size yet to determine where it's going to land on the overall rarity of the beryl chart, but there's fewer here in vanadium beryls than we have of red beryls. So if that gives you any indicator that this is a really superstar rare stone, I think that you're on a good path if you can get one, because obviously we all wish, and I tell you, I talk to gem collectors every day, and we all share a lot of the same sentiment about, I wish I could have gotten in on fill in the blank. Usually it's tanzanite early, usually it's Paraíba. Wish I would have known about it in the 80s or 90s. Wish I could have got in on the early material, and it was still pricey then, but still it was just so really new and relatively unknown. Well, I think you're really at that ground floor here. you're really getting in as the first couple and first few that have the opportunity to get in on this material. So I would not wait if I were you, because, well, first of all, we don't have a lot of it. That's the first problem. We don't have a lot of it to go around. But then there's the fact that it's really important. I think we know, given the certain different characteristics, like number one, it's darn good looking. It's 113-1375. And I know that's a very subjective statement, but knowing what we know about the Paraibas of the world and that rarity of getting blues and greens together, it's challenging to get blues and greens, but this is not Paraiba, although it certainly looks it. It is vanadium beryl. It's an 18 karat gold mounting with a 263 Asher. The Ashers have been the popular one of the intro. So as I've introduced them to you in the last few weeks, it's been the Ashers that have been the most popular. Here's our big one with the fancy cut 62 points. They are cool. They're like, think of like a trapezoid. Very similar to that, and then they're aligned with a couple of baguettes, and then you've got 4 of them in total along the profile. So between the fancy cuts at 62 and then the white diamond round brilliance are 35, so still getting you 97 points in diamonds here, so nothing too shabby here. But we're excited to bring it in 18 karat gold, and yes, we'll have the smaller one coming up that's going to be a little bit more affordable, of course, but if you want to get in, this would be like the equivalent. So again, 62 and 35, so you can just put the total weight up there. It's 97 points in diamonds altogether. I think that's sometimes the better way to do it. But just so you know, there's a lot of important fancy cuts there. The majority of your carat weight is coming from the 6 different fancy cuts, 4 baguettes and 2 fancy cuts on the side. So keep that in mind. But here's where we're getting into, again, for those of you that are really collectors, or again, you like collecting, but you also love beautiful pieces you can wear and enjoy. This is a completely wearable stone. Don't worry about it being soft or too delicate. You're good there. You've got everyday wearability here on this barrel. It's from Nigeria. It's the Nasarawa Egon region. So it's a really beautiful one little source. Hasn't been a lot of yield. And we've been really working with the folks on the ground to be sure and bring it to you in very speedy fashion so that we can be really bringing it first and bring it exclusively here. So that's really exciting as well. So 97 points, let's bring it down in price tag, because I know we're anxious to get a great value going, and we want to make sure that this one goes out to our collector, okay? One only. Let's go ahead and make it a really, really fabulous piece. And all we got to do right now is just give you that wonderful value where it's not $22,999. I know we've had some really high end to start this Sunday. Well, that's what Sunday is. Our big finale, we bring you the best of the best. They always say save the best for last. That's kind of a common theme. Well, here it is. This is the last of our week together. We're bringing the best of the best, no doubt. And this is not going to be $22,999 or anywhere close. We're going to bring it under 10, and there's only one. Let's try it on for you as well. 18 karat solid, stays in the white gold here. I don't think you'd want it any other way. And look at the beauty of having that side to side solid look, diamonds everywhere. I love that it's so much bigger diamond weight instead of just a lot of little stones. It's really impactful, and we're going to bring it on down to better than $99.99. Up blue and green. Can you imagine if we had a 263 Paraiba, what that goes for? We don't have to imagine it. I've got them. I can bring them out. We can show you. But it's $40,000 and $50,000. And here's a stone that arguably is more rare. Again, it's still really new, but we know already there's not going to be some huge variety. There's not going to be tens of thousands of stones. I've had a couple of handfuls of these barrels, and here's your chance right now to get in and get a value and make it better than $9,000 or $8,000 or even $7,000. We're blowing it out for $69.99 on the one where you can get in quickly, have the stone before most people have ever seen it, heard about it, or ever had a chance to own it, and you've got yours right here, and that is the big one. So that's our 263, and you're seeing it for the first time. And then we've got that slightly smaller stone that's going to be still a large size, because these are not, it's much like the beryl family in general. Emeralds, aquas, morganites, think about all those stones. You see them rather regularly. They don't ever come in really big sizes. And when they do, well, it's a 26 karat aqua that we sold on Friday night. So that's extremely rare. And then you think about red beryl, which usually is a big size in 5 points. And so this is not a gem family that, outside of the Heliodors, which are those yellow beryls, which are quite, not super, super, super rare. Everything else is relatively small in size, and this is another one. We haven't seen large crystal sizes available. So let's show you the second option, 113-1403. These are just beautiful stones, and there is a cushion giving you blues and greens again, and this time 18 karat again with a 177 karat weight. Also with those fancy cuts, these are also slightly tapered, so it's more of a trapezoid cut. On the sides, that's 29 points in the traps and then 14 points in the diamonds, and that's a 177 stone. It's going to be a lot more affordable than the last, just given that little bit of decrease in the size, but still quite large at 1 carat 77. So excited to bring it to you, but here's how we make it happen. 18 karat gold, come on in early. You are getting in on the ground floor. It is the heads up. This is your moment to collect right now. Collectors know this. It's really important to have those first opportunities. You've got a friend in the gemstone mining community, and it's us. We're not only your family jeweler on TV, treating you like family, really giving you that opportunity to save a bundle, but also giving you connections into mines that are exotic, rare, new, and special, that are not everywhere else. And that's the beauty of what we're bringing right now. And this one's supposed to be $13,999, and it won't be. Just a lot easier and a lot more affordable for you. Just call me if you'd like to go ahead and get it. We're going to make it $2,999 just to say goodbye to that one. So $29.99 instead, and here's what it looks like on the hand. Still in that 18 karat white gold, and $29.99. There it is. So that's a good one too. Look at how bright it is. Isn't that something special? There's just a snap about it that almost reminds me of what it would look like if we had a turquoisey blue-green diamond, but instead it's, well, rare, rare, rare. It's something that most of us have never even heard of. And vanadium is the element, so I know it's going to be one of those where you're probably wondering, where's that fancy cutesy trade name? It's too new for that. Doesn't have one yet. It's too new, it's too rare. It's just, again, we don't know if we'll ever get to that point. Remember, blue zoisite was what we called tanzanite before it was tanzanite. There's a lot of stones that'll do that where they don't have red beryl, had a name for a minute, and then we reverted back. That's a whole nother story that we touched on when I presented the red beryls. But when we had red beryls, they used to be called Bixbyite for Mr. Bixby, who was actually someone who was involved in some of the discovery of it. And so it was named, but then it got confusing with another stone. So there was Bixbyite. So it went back to red beryl, and red beryl is now proper. So again, this will probably be known for a while as vanadium beryl. And barring a big discovery, this one's gone, congratulations. Barring a big discovery, it's probably going to be known for that for a while, just because there aren't that many. Let's show you the Blue Star Sapphire pendant here. It is 1130498, and congratulations on that one. Thank you. That bigger one is available if you'd like it. Now here's our Blue Star. Very pretty. This is a perfect blue, if you ask me. It's not too dark, not too light. It's item number 1130498, and it's a 222. Deuces are wild. That last vanadium beryl is big congratulations on it. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. You'll love it. So thank you. And here we are with the 222 with 55 points in diamonds, double halo. And yeah, I know we're getting ready. Big, big yellow diamond wonder ring. I've got surprises I haven't told you about. I told you about the big demantoid, but I haven't told you yet about the butterfly pendant that we have, the golden pearl earrings, the really special turquoise, summertime stone for sure. It's turquoise. We got a big turquoise. And yes, it's Sleeping Beauty. So we'll have that. But here's our Blue Star Sapphire. Diamond weight is 55. So wait, it's 222 and 55. Okay, I like the numerical alliteration going on. We've got a really special double halo. It's classic. Even the fluting in the bail is awfully pretty. Here's what it looks like from a distance on the hand. And Jason, who got that gorgeous vanadium? Thank you. Enjoy it. That's a beauty. You'll love it. Now here we are with the length of the pendant, and we'll take a look at how gorgeous that is. 1 inch top to bottom. Take a look out here on the neckline as well. Give you an idea of what that's all about. I love the blue color to it. It's like a blue purple from a distance. Isn't that interesting how it changes? And we're going to give it a quick discount here because we got a lot to get to. We'll blow it out $9,300. No, 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 not going to be. Big time stone, 6-legged star. You'll get, let me walk around here. I'm going to switch hands and walk around a block of light so you can see what you can expect, because I always like to point out this is what's going to look like when you get it at home. One light source is going to give you 1 star, 2 light sources 2. So you know this by now, but I still like to show you so I can, mitigate your expectations so you don't freak out and go, wait a minute, there were 2 stars on TV and now there's only 1 at my house. This is where, again, that's why you can make as many stars as you want based on how many light sources are hitting that stone. But let's get it out the door and make it $1,999, and then butterflies are on the way. Butterflies, yellow diamond wonder rings. We've got new turquoise, big tanzanite, signature mounting. If you're not familiar with the signature mounting, oh, you're about to be. It's a really good one. And our 172 Russian demantoid, that feels like its own museum masterpiece, but we got a bunch of them and they're coming up. So all exciting pieces today. Don't forget about that 25 karat kunzite in the ring as well, and $19.99 for our blue star sapphire. So, did anybody guess what this is yet? Did everyone place their guess? I would say place your bets, but I think that's the one thing that Kalshi doesn't do, is right? Is there any betting on my show? Is there anybody who bets on home shopping? I'm not sure. They say you can bet on anything and everything these days. I'm not sure. But I would say, go ahead and take your guess as to what that is. Very rare stone, one of our museum masterpieces, and showing a lot of different colors. And then there's a tanzanite. There is that big tanzanite. This is the 14 karat. Let me know what you'd like to see and know more about, because there are a lot of just stunning, staggering ideas here. But let's take a look. The butterfly is here. This butterfly is symbolic, but it's actually one of our more, I would say there's a lot of sophisticated butterflies we do. And this one is the most of them all. Let me get the proper angle, because it's actually got one bail, not two. So the way you see it, it's actually going to sit at an angle. Like a lot of butterfly designs are done that way, because it really replicates the way they move through the air and they fly about. But it's 112.89.95, and that's a 30-point individual pear-shaped center with a fingerprint. So let me get that polished up. And then come on in, because the requests that I get daily for butterfly jewelry far exceed how many we actually ever get to bring. And this is the pendant version. So it's actually going to sit like this, and you'll see that all in a minute, but it's a really pretty bail on one side. So it's going to sit at that angle where wherever your bail is, that's where it's going to be the top portion. And then you've got a 30-point individual yellow diamond as that pair, 12 points in the yellow diamonds that are the rest of the way, which are your rounds. And then another white diamond weight that's 37 points. So a lot going on here in diamond weight. 67 plus 12, that's 79 points in diamonds overall. So really important piece. Solid two-tone gold, goes with everything. Give me a versatile piece, I love it. The versatility is what we love. So when you mix and match your gold colors, something that always gets to stay on the neckline is right here. Love the way it's really all about the centered, larger stone you have. And then here's that distance look. So you can see the measurement. That's so important. And Mary, that's a great guess. Mary guessed Turkish color change diaspora on that pendant. That is absolutely incorrect. It's not a Turkish color change diaspora. That is what it looks like, I think, at first glance, but it's not. It's a bit of a trick question, because it's not the diaspora, but that is a good guess, because that's what it definitely looks like. But here's the butterfly design. So you can see it's an inch or so top to bottom, just depending on the angle it's going to sit at. But that's really how it's going to look on the neckline. It's going to sit at this gorgeous angle. So you've got to love the details, the pave, the prong set, the antenna. I think the antenna is so cool. Did you notice the bezel sets and the antenna there? It's really a unique style, and all finished on the inside. And we're going to blow it out for you. Big value coming your way. And then golden pearls here, which actually would look so beautiful with the butterfly. I love the way yellow gold and golden pearls and yellow diamonds look together. So we've got a little array of all of those today, but this is, and this, oh, I was loving the way this will pair up with the Wonder Ring too. It's going to look great. But all we can do, because my golden pearls are coming, and then the yellow diamonds are here, and then we'll have the Wonder Ring and yellow diamonds as well today, which is going to be wild. But this is not going to be, let's talk about what it can't be. $59.99, not if I expect to sell it. Not if I expect to give it away. And that's what we're going to do today. Take this Sunday morning and really wow you, and welcome on in, everybody. Let me know what you're looking for, what you'd like to see. We've got 2 hours left together to shop for the week. We don't see you till Wednesday night after this. So really want to make sure we get all of you accommodated with your jewelry needs, and discounts all the way. But here's a brand new price tag. And we're going to skip 5,000 and 4,000 and 3,000, because even though there's just really under a carat in diamonds, we've got the really big center stone, which accounts for a major value. If you're wondering what the 30 point is, that's the pear shape right in the center. So you've got the 30 points, and then it's the 12 points of additional yellow and 37 in white. So this is a really major value and solid all the way through. And we're busy on the lines. Butterfly design, I feel like it looks a little whimsical. I know how many of you missed out on the critter, the owl that we had. That was a pendant earlier. This is a great option to go along instead. I mean, a great alternative it is. It's not 3,000 or 29 or even 19.99, and there's a lot of value. Oh, that's another good guess, Mary. Mary's continuing her guesses. She said maybe it's not diaspora, but maybe it's a Did she guess Andalusite? Is that what you guessed? Andesite. No. No, it's not. No. Andalusite would be a good guess, but it's not Andalusite, and it's not andesite. No, it's not. We'll keep guessing. But if you'd like the butterfly, yeah, I'm very excited about this museum piece. That's the masterpiece of all. We'll go even lower on the butterfly. Thank you for all the guesses. Let's make this better than it's ever been. $14.99, still not quite good enough for this Sunday morning. It is completely covered in diamonds. The only thing that's not is really the extra antennae there. That's it. It's other than that, it's just that beautiful, beautiful look. And butterflies being symbolic, whether it's transformation, metamorphosis, a beautiful way to symbolize loved ones. We know that. And it's not 14 or 13 or 12 or 11 or even $10.99. I love a good giveaway. Early in the first hour, here we go, $999 for the butterfly, completely covered in diamonds, and yet that 30-point pear shape in the middle should be more on its own than $999, and this is full giveaway mode has been activated. We are doing this all day, which is 2 hours and 20 minutes more, and that's that. So really important way to shop your favorites, and this has been a long, long time since we've seen it, but $59.99 is a far cry from where it is right now if you can jump in. So highly recommend that one. Get it quickly, $9.99. We'll give it 60 seconds, and then we're going to be on our way, and still have a couple key pieces from the first couple of minutes here. If you have requests, we always encourage those. Please don't wait. I know everybody's always tempted to wait till the last second of the show, and then we can't get to them all. So really want to make sure you know that it's just as fine and well to make a request now, early on, than later. We can make that happen for you, okay? No problem. It's actually a little easier to make those requests earlier. It gives us a little more time to find things and options for you. Maybe it's not exactly, but something similar. Oftentimes, yeah. Yeah, sure. Here it is. So once again, 1 inch in the drop. Remember, it is only going to sit at an angle. That's not just the way I'm showing it. So let me show you the top portion, because there's only one bale. So for everybody to understand, this is not going to sit like this evenly. It's not going to. It's going to sit in an angle where the top wing is going to be on the right side of your body. I understand it looks like the left side on camera. Everything's reversed on TV. So it's actually going to be no different than like if you do a mirror selfie. Similar, right? Similar. I don't know. Do our customers, are you guys doing mirror selfies? I don't know. I don't do mirror selfies. But point is, it's the similar concept. So this is just so you know, the higher wing is going to be on the right side of your body, okay? And then when you see it on, it looks like this. So you can see here what it's going to look like size-wise. So 1 inch more or less, width-wise and lengthwise at this angle. But again, it's only going to sit in an angle because there's only one bale behind one wing. So hopefully that really just, again, I'd like to know, let you know what to expect so that you understand. And color change sapphire, Mary, it is not. It's not a color change sapphire either. Those are all good guesses. I will give you this hint, it's not a color changing stone. So it's not a color change, no. But there's just a lot of colors in it without having to go one light source to another. So here's our $9.99 mega deal. That's a mega deal. No question about it. That is such a beautiful piece. And for gifting, pendants are wonderful to give. I think that pendants are the easiest type of jewelry to give. I think even earrings can be a little trickier, and rings certainly are. I think pendants are really easy. Everyone's got a chain. This one also being two-tone gives you a lot of versatility there because you don't need to worry about if they have the right chain because it's white or yellow. Honestly, it doesn't matter. If you have a white gold chain, yellow gold chain, diamonds by the yard, there's plenty of bail. So let me show you also here. There's a lot of room there. So yes, it will work. You don't have to use like teeny, teeny, tiny chains either. You could use a diamonds by the yard as well and make that happen. So white or yellow, maybe you want to use our yellow diamonds by the yard. That'd be beautiful with it because there is so much emphasis on the yellow diamonds. Again, the majority of your butterfly are the yellow diamonds. So you've got, okay, Suzette has a question, or not a question, a request. She has a guess as to what, oh, you know what, Suzette, I'm not going to tell everybody your guess because you got it right. She got it right. We're going to reveal it in a little bit. Our museum masterpiece, Suzette D, she got it. She got it. She got it. She knows it. That's it. And very, very unusual. Well done. So $9.99, last call. Yes. I do. Pamela wants to see a blue zircon in an oval. Is she looking for that specific one? Or something, okay, something like simple 3-stone style maybe? Because I've got several blue zircons, but I've got a beautiful 3-stone style in a very saturated color. So you got it, Pamela. We'll show it right now. This is item number 1129812. Ooh, one of the more saturated of all the blue zircon colors. It's 1129812 with a 485. So this is a really good size stone as well. Oh yeah, and then simplistic, just really the way we set really important gems all so often is a 3-stone style. 15 points, so they're not small stones, they're 7.5 points each, but I think it makes it really wearable. These are the types of styles that also just on the theme of the day, if you've got a Wonder Ring, or maybe you want to shop the one we have later that's new, that would be so amazing with a Wonder Ring, because these 3-stone styles lend themselves really well to those types of looks also, so you can consider that. But here's our 485, and then we'll re-rhodium it on the sides. It's 14 karat white gold. It stays in the white gold. It's a huge drop in the price. This was last on the year for $39.99. That has everything to do with the fact it's an almost 5 carat stone. But then I did have a sale event where I dropped it to $29.99. Here's the better news. It's going far less than even $2,999, as I will try it on. And we've already taken $1,000 extra. That's already happened, and now we got to make it lower, and we can really get this out the door. Pam, dial early if you like it. There's only going to be this one, and it will not be $29, or here's the shocker, it's not even $19.99 when it's a $485. Very, very unusual size to get in the zircon and the saturation. You're getting both. These are really highlights on two fronts here, because you're getting the bigger size and the deeper, darker, more saturated color, both of which are more rare. And we're not leaving it at 19. Good news. It's not 19, 18, 17. Love that every time I give you a new price, it's more savings to you, and it will not be $17.77. Let's go even lower. Time for this one to go. Only $1,699. That's it. We still got a couple of pieces gone and a couple of pieces left from hour number 1 when we have 15 minutes left to go. And don't miss the top of the hour. I'll just leave it at that. Big top of the hour, then we've got a bottom of the hour, and then another top of the hour. There are 3 huge specials still to come in the show, 11, 11:30, and noon. So that's all mapped out. 14 minutes from now, 45 minutes from now, hour and 15 minutes from now, the big highlights. So that's really impressive, and we got all kinds of specials for you. And then here we go with that $16.99. Now, if you would rather have something different, Pam, let me know if there's a different shape or a different style or a different price range. We can bring it out, because we've got a few blue zircons I can show you that would be in that type of. Now, in the price range, however, if you want to stay in that price range, the stones would generally be quite a bit smaller than that. That's usually a 1 carat price. So that's what really is the marvel here, is that that's a very large individual stone in the blue zircon. So that's really going to be, if we stayed in the $16.99 price tag, or really anything under 2, it's probably going to be a 1.5 carat or less. So that's really what's stunning about that one. And don't worry, we're going to rhodium the sides anyways when we size it for you. So all perfect in the white gold when it's shipped out. So what do you think's coming up at the top of the hour? Well, I'm going to tell you this. We're going to bring out the mystery stone and give away our museum masterpiece now, because the top of the hour is going to be too late. We got to make sure these museum pieces go before the top of the hour even gets here. This is the one that I think has only been flashed. I mean, I don't remember fully presenting this, and it's one of the more unusual stones the world has ever offered. I'm going to just hold that thought. I'm going to zoom back here, because we need more room. And it doesn't look all, poor thing, it's too top heavy to sit on its own. So it's going to need my assistance, just like the butterfly. Here is a stone that we've been taking our guesses, and we had a sapphire guess, and an andesite guess, and an andalusite guess, and a diaspora guess, and none of that is correct. It is a really rare, rare gem. And when I tell you where it's from, you're going to probably say, oh, well, then I know. Wait, I do think I know what it is, but huh? Can it be? It's from Tanzania, and it is sorta tanzanite, but from a technical standpoint, we call it unheated zoisite. And I know that when we've had unheated tanzanites, they're usually blues and purples and greens. This is really green and golden, and there are pinks. There are really pinks flashing from it as well. You see them right there. It's like it's a mauve pink, almost like what we do see from a diaspora. It's 112-4159. Welcome to Museum Masterpiece Must Go. We've had several. We've had brand new ones. This has been here a minute, as you can tell by the ad number, 112-4159. But it's all 14 karat two-tone gold. It is yellow diamonds followed by white diamonds, but it really is all about this center stone, which is a 1205 unheated zoisite. It's rare. To say rare, that's an understatement. It has 30 points in yellow and 80 points in white diamonds, so you're getting a carat 10 in diamonds. In a beautiful setting in 14 karat gold, there's the inside. So this is a really fabulous emerald cut. It's more elongated than even some, so that's really special. But what rarity, when we know by now, tanzanites are rare because they're one source. We know when we get the unheated tanzanites, they're rare because most all of it gets heated first things first. But then to get a color and a size, I don't know what you're thinking about right now. It's a good, I think, comparison to make. If you think about a 12 karat tanzanite, what that goes for, the traditional kind. Well, consider this is many, many, many hundreds of times more rare than a traditional tanzanite. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Nice size bale. We'll give you the measurement, and now you can really see it move. It's so clean, and that is also really nice. We expect that from tanzanite, but sometimes with these unheated zoisites, they can be a little more murky or hazy. They can have a bit of a vitreous luster to them, and this one's just bright as can be. A lot to do with the emerald cutting, but you still have to have an inherently clean stone. 1 3/8 top to bottom, and again, carat 10 in diamonds overall. And I love that they're yellow and white because it really suits the stone, given that there's greens and goldens, and it's really luxury. Let's take another look at it here, and we're going to blow it out. This is why it's a museum masterpiece must go, and it's supposed to be $39,999. Well, let's get you a much better price tag. And yesterday and last night before that, this Friday night and the Saturday morning, brought out that unheated tanzanite that was blues and greens, and that was it. That was really important, but this is so much larger. That was what, 3 carats? This one's 1205, and yet a super unusual color or colors, and it's not even $10,000. And even though it's not changing color, I think it's better because it doesn't need to change light sources to give you different colorways. It's all happening all at one time, even just in one light environment. That is what's tricky about color changing stones like diaspores, for example, which would be its counterpart here visually, is that you have to really put some effort into it. You're really not going to see the color change all that often because you have to go to a completely different light source. And then that's probably going to be fleeting, and then you go back to an original light source, and then it changes back. So there's a benefit of having so many colors all at one time, and it's not 99, 89, 79, 69. This is unheard of value. This is what we mean by must go. I know we're trying not to spend too much time because they're not for everybody, but they are for the collectors out there that, well, want to seize the deal. And here it is right now for $5,999. What I've done just now is take really arguably the rarest zoisite I have here, and we've made it the price that we do on everyday tanzanites. And that's, by the way, the best price in the world offered is what we do on tanzanite pricing. And yet I've taken this one, which is so many times more rare, to that everyday tanzanite value that we are known for, that we are beloved for. And that's it right there, because we are under $500 a carat, not to mention all the diamonds and the gold that you're getting with it. Did we need to show Pam any other blue zircons, or is she good? All right, so that blue zircon's still here, and then let me know if you want to see any others that we can bring out, if you need a little bit of more of an option, but that should be gone. So then we have, okay, are we ready for the top of the hour? We still have 8 minutes. I'm going to show you the kunzite pendant. This would be beautiful with the museum piece we showed you earlier that was 25. Here it is. It's a pendant kind of day, and honestly, I don't know if I'm able to show this right now because it sounds crazy, but it's uncomfortable holding these for such a long period of time, so I might need a little break. But here's what we're going to do on this one, 1023. I know, no one would imagine. What do you mean? But you're pinching tweezers holding it in one place. But this is 113-1320, so I might just get a ring here, and then we'll do a little, we've got a big wheel deal coming up before the top of the hour, but real quick on this one since it's super affordable. This is the affordable side of bigger kunzites. It's 113-1320. It's a 1023. So elongated emerald cut, beautiful mounting. I like that it's tapered so that the top point where I'm holding it is the bail, and then 24 points in diamonds as I'm going to take a look at it here on the hand. It's another good size bail that you have, so it's not going to be too small. You've got everything from the top point to where the stone is. That's all bail. So yes, it's going to accommodate most every chain you have, and it's a beauty, and it's in the white gold only, and there's something very sleek and modern about the way this is set at 1 inch and a maybe 16th. It's like 1 1/16 inches, I would say. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Look at the color. It's always so good to see these stones from a distance away, because that neon, wow, you see that? That is the essence of neon. It's like an ultraviolet blue is coming from within that stone when you least expect it, and it's going to go even lower than Okay, we can't even do this one for $3,999. Gonna move some jewelry here in our last little bit of this hour. Let's make this one under 2,000. 19, 18, 17, here we go again. A big time value, and we'll blow it out for $1,699. Are you guys, I have a serious, sincere question. Do you guys enjoy seeing the museum masterpieces every day, or is it something we should quit? Should we keep showing them? Because it's something I've really enjoyed, but if you guys are kind of like, don't tempt me anymore, let me know what you feel about the museum masterpieces, because we've got an amazing assortment, and we love bringing them out, but don't also, want to make sure that you have all the opportunities to get out. I just think it's incredible what we're doing to really make them affordable like we are. Then we have our quick little wheel before we go. This hour is almost up, so I'm going to show you a couple of rings here. This ring reminds me so much of a ruby we had yesterday. Let's take a look at our sapphire, ruby. Hold on, we're going to bring out the ruby. Remember we had the big three yesterday near the end of the show? I had the big three stones, which is ruby, sapphire, and emerald, and they were bigger pieces, and they had a little bit bigger price. What I'm going to do now is bring out the same big three stones. Obviously, emerald, ruby, sapphire. We're going to take them down to a very little price. So it's the big three, tiny price. Big three, small price, below out. That's what we're doing. We have a ruby, which is a 107. It reminds me a lot of the ruby we had yesterday. It's a signature halo design. Pretty straightforward, about as classic as it gets. This one, a little more flowery. You see it almost looks like a pinwheel or a braided style of halo. Still a halo. This one, same thing. Still a halo. Still a collectible concept here. Still a pretty traditional look, but it's more like a wreath or a floral around your incredible emerald round stone here. So we've got the 95-point blue sapphire with 53 points in diamonds. We have a 65-point Colombian, looks bigger, but that's got 80 points in diamonds. Then the 107 ruby with 52 points in diamonds. And a huge value on all three. It's actually going to be, I could do a small price, Tony, like $29.99, but I'm going to do better. We're going to go for tiny pricing here because I think that's more fun. And then Irma, we've got your request before the hour ends. So stay with me, Irma. We're going to show you a couple pairs of tanzanite earrings that I have. But let's also get these gone very quickly. Let me know which one you want to see on the hand first. All a form of halo. All classic, but really high-end stones. That's the thing. It's quality through and through. We could deliver a number of sapphires, rubies, and emeralds that don't look anything like this because they're a very standard type of quality. You know how we are and how we feel about what every single thing that we create in jewelry, because it's, for the most part, 99% of it's created here, and everything starts with the stone. It has to be the best stone in the world, and then we worry about, okay, let's add to it, let's make it really deluxe and grand and special and beautiful and all the things, but the stones is where it starts, and if it's not the exemplary variety of stone, we don't bother. No need to start adding gold and diamonds. It's got to be the best quality stone. That's exactly what these are, and we're going to make sure that whether it's the round, the oval, which is crisp and bright, that blue is the exact royal blue you want. It's like what we call royal blue because also the royals love it, and yet it's also that really bright, clean material, and yet the ruby also, same. It's got a really nice clarity to it, and not always getting that with your rubies out there. Let's blow them out. They're under $2,000. What about $19.99? Or should we go even smaller? Teeny tiny price coming your way. We're going to move all three. They're one of a kinds. They all stay in the gold color they're in, unless you absolutely don't mind like waiting a couple of days. I could probably change. You know what? This one got to stay. If you want to change either of those, you can. But just ask your operators. We're going to let's take care of the price first. Worry about all the rest later. Get you the price of a lifetime where these three individual rings that are all one onlys on the stone. So I can't make them again. And we're not doing 19, 18, 17. There's a whole blowout price coming your way. Please dial early. They're not 17 or 16 or 15 or $14.99. We've gotten a little wild here with this price tag, but trying to move a few pieces before our last 2 minutes of this hour wraps up. So here's how we make it happen where it's not $14.99 either. Better value. Let's take them all the way down to $1,399 in 60 seconds. They will be gone. Very, very special opportunity there. Just to really, I realize it's been a pretty museum-centric first hour. Want to make sure there's plenty of affordable on its way for you as well so you can get those big savings. And you know what these stones are. They're top elite level. We could have brought you a murky hazy ruby and a completely opaque sapphire and a really, you know, emeralds. Emeralds are most always opaque. So to see that round cut that is so lovely as it is, you're getting all, take them all. If you want to, that'd be just a little over $4,000 if you wanted the whole wheel. Think about that for a second. The price of one normally, and you would get the whole wheel for the price. It's a buy one, get two free, essentially. I love that idea. 25 seconds left. We're going to show Irma some tanzanite earrings that we have. We'll start with the ovals. We'll get to the cushions. We'll show them together, get you your choice of. Let me know who's got what here, because once they're gone, they're gone. And we have the top of the hour coming up and a big top of the hour special on the way. Okay, so we're busy, so it just tells me we got a really extra long delay today. So just going to take an extra minute here to get everyone through and get these sold. And then we've got tanzanite earrings really quickly, and then the top of the hour. And the top of the hour, what could it be? Oh, get ready. There's a turquoise coming up at the top of the hour, one of our biggest ones. The bottom of this next hour is going to be the Wonder Ring, and then the tanzanite signature mounting. Yes. Thank you. Emerald gone. Let me try it on. What would you like, Allison? Oh, the emerald's the one everybody wanted, it sounds like. There's the emerald, gone. Congratulations. 112-1721 is the emerald. And then, yes. Oh, well. And there it was. All right, well, that's the thing. Yep, I can't control that there's only one, guys. I try to let you know as best I can. I wish I could make a ton of everything. I just can't if we want to adhere to quality. And that's kind of our thing, you know. We could certainly bring more if we didn't have such a strict quality standard. All right, sapphire, ruby. Let's get to some tanzanite earrings here. And this is the tanzanite in the oval. And they are pretty, pretty, pretty. Now, this is the bigger of the two I'm going to show you. These are the 642s I just introduced the other day. So sorry everybody missed out on that emerald. I'm sorry about that. Again, I wish I had more. I know, it's tough. But look at that. That's the 642 in the 18 karat gold. Now, both of my options today are going to be the 18 karat gold. So good news on earrings there. But look at this. This is the cushion, and I might as well show them side by side because you probably want to make the decision based off the colors, the shape you like better. They've got the same type of mounting as you can see here. It's the same type of baguette and round mounting, incorporating the two together. There's the cushion cut square. Those are 465. So it's not a whole lot of visual difference, but a little bit difference in the size, about 2 carats difference on the cushion cuts. You tell me which one you'd rather have. And of course, you have the option of wearing the baguettes north and south or east and west, just depending on how you put them on. But it's 113-1012 on the oval. So Irma, these are for you, but I have a feeling we're going to have 2 shoppers be very, very happy and excited about these values coming your way. They've both been here in the last couple of shows consecutively. So we've been thrilled to bring these. They're fairly new. They're great value. No matter what, you're going to pay under $4,000 if that helps. Get you on the lines early. And then 18 karat gold no matter what. So here's the 642. That's going to be $320 each. And then the diamond weight at right around 60 points. And then you've got the cushion cuts if you would rather. So let me scoot these over a little bit and we'll focus in a moment on the cushions, which are 113-1086, and the cushion cuts are squares. So it's a very elite high-end cushion cutting there, each exhibiting a lot of visual reds and more so even in person. And then you do have the 465 here. So 465, 38, and 57. You're actually getting more diamond weight around the cushion cuts. And you've got either way under 4. We're going 39. Actually, let's take them lower than $39.99. If you'd like the ovals, which are 10-12, we're going to do those. They are the larger, the carat weight by 2 carats. We're going to do those for $34.99. If you'd like to get the cushion cuts, they're under $3,000, $29.99. Yes. Well, color-wise, it's the cutting that's giving a little more reds on the cushion cuts. That's just a, so you know that cushion cut squares are a little more brilliant than an oval. So right here, you're seeing a little bit more red with the cushion cuts. So if you like, and there's still a great size, 465, going to be about $230 each. But let me show them on. If you want to go there, that is the center post. And of course, one of the great things about a cushion cut is you actually have multiple ways to wear it. You can wear it with the baguettes top and bottom or side to side, or at an angle like this too, if you want to create more of a length to what is a square, which doesn't sound right, but yes, by rotating and it creates a little bit bigger look. I think though with the baguettes placed where they are, you probably want to choose whether you want those side to side or top and bottom like they are. I like them side to side for whatever reason. We'll show them on the ear as well, give you an idea of still a really, it may be smaller than the ovals, but they're giving you ample size in this button style earring. So thank you for those requests. And again, we're taking all those requests all day. Just let us know when you're ready to see whatever you'd like to see from the inventory. We can bring them all out, but there you can see what that looks like as the cushion cut square on the ear. So they're the actual $29.99 ones too. So they are, because they have more diamond weight but smaller stone weight. So they're really important. And then you can see I've got the baguettes positioned either way there. So they're fabulous. $29.99 for the right side and $34.99 on the left, and that'll be that. So congrats and thank you for those requests so far. We have our top of the hour has just passed, so we're going to bring you our big top of the hour special as we welcome you into a big Sunday when we got 2 hours left in our week, and that's it. So did that help answer our questions, Andy, or does she need a little more time, or can we zoom in? You got it. So give it some thought and let us know. But $34.99 the left side for the bigger stones, and then if you want to go bigger diamond weight, $29.99 on the right side. But you're getting big stones no matter what. I hate to even say bigger, smaller, because the cushion cuts are really large too. So they're giving you plenty of surface area and beautiful look on the ear. They really cover the lobe pretty well. I'd say you're getting more length, obviously, with the oval by virtue of the size of the stones and the cutting. But that's really, really important. So either way, and yes. The ovals, all right. You're very welcome. 113-1012. And you know what? I just put my earring back on, but I'm going to show these on the ear as well because I realized I thought she was kind of honed in on the cushions, and we'll show the ovals really quickly, which have a post actually towards one top end. So that's how we feel like you're probably going to wear them north to south, and that's how the oval tends to go. So there it is as far as the oval, which of course giving you more length. So congratulations, the ovals are gone, and then we'll go back to our wheel. Take a look. The cushion cuts are still here, which are again $29.99 for item number 1086. So well done on those, and thank you. And somebody else should be getting those cushion cuts, I would hope. There's a great value there, and love seeing bigger tanzanites under $3,000. Doesn't happen all that often. So now we can get into this top of the hour, a rarity from every perspective here. It is 113-1335 and an incredible Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Oh, the luxury that is this stone, because it's not just an oval or a round, which are actually the more common that we see are usually one of those two cuts. Well, this is very different. Some would call it, some would call it princess cut. I like to reserve princess cut for when there actually is some actual transparency to the stone. And by the way, welcome in everybody. Glad you're with us today. It's Sunday. We're live from Los Angeles and so thrilled you're here with us, shopping together. It's such a great Sunday to be doing so when we've got the lineup, the values, the discounts, the museum pieces, everything, the top of the hours. Of course, one of them here. We also have a bottom of the hour, though, coming up in about 25 minutes is the yellow diamond triple row, yellow diamond wondering. Never thought we'd do all that, but it's very high-end, very elite. You're going to love it. It's something you don't have to wear two of, by the way. We understand it's a larger piece, so it's a great piece to wear solo, but also really, really good when you decide to use them as ring guards and stack them up. But we've got a gorgeous Sleeping Beauty. It's one of our bigger ones left. It's a really special piece. It's got the three-stone style. But what's super unique, I think, off the bat is the fact it's a square cushion. So princess cut, sure, but again, I like to think about princess cut. I like to see the inner faceting. You can't see that here because it's an opaque stone. So really it's a square cushion, if you will. And it's our 4-carat 74. So just shy of 5 amazing carats here in your Sleeping Beauty mined out turquoise. Big diamonds on the side as well, 50 points there. It's going to be 25 and 25 on bigger pear shapes, and then the cornered prongs there as well. But what an outstanding true saturated color. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and that is quite, oh yeah, look at that. That feels like the summertime anthem of gemstones, doesn't it? If you go, and of course gemstones don't have a season, but I think about turquoise. I know I break mine out a lot more this time of year when it's hot sunny weather, and who am I kidding? We always have hot sunny weather here, but it's just when you're doing more summertime activities, you know, and there's more water involved, you're at the beach, you're at the pool, you're on the cruise, you're doing fun things that are outside, and the colors that we wear sometimes in the summertime really lend themselves well to brights and beautiful and just again, the color of water here, but the best of the best in robin's egg blue, completely mined out, Sleeping Beauty variety. It's so tough to find, especially in a bigger size like this one is. And I really do appreciate that we went all out, adding those bigger diamonds like we did to the sides of the square, and that is just really where it gets super unusual to see that square cushion cut like we have. So white, yellow, rose, what are we going to do? We have had a big turquoise in a while, and I'm awfully excited this one's here, and I'm thinking that if we make it a really, really strong value, we're going to see it out the door. So welcome on in. Sunday is here. We've been waiting all week for this show, and it's a good one. You will not be disappointed. Stay with me the next 2 hours, and you're going to love what you see on the air here. But we still have some pieces to consider from the first hour. So we've shown you a ton of jewelry, haven't we? So we're going to keep that going. And this one, you know what? $49.99 is not going to work today. Let's try something a little bit different to get the activity going on these lines and make sure that everybody can chime in and have a blast with us today, and maybe get that turquoise that is an alternative December birthstone as well, but one that we all, I know it's my personal favorite. I love turquoise and Paraíba, same kind of color, but doing different ways that we approach that color, and this amazing consistency of pure robin's egg blue. It's amazing. It's because to me it's the cut. I've seen so much turquoise in my life because I love it so much and I'm just drawn to it, but that cutting is so special and unique. It just, it does carry with it such a high-end styling to it. We're going to go put it on the auction block. That way I can escape the $49.99 price tag that we're rightfully supposed to get, and we'll make it a whole different value for you and not even ask for $4,000 or $3,000. I like to really start low so we can hopefully, the idea is to get everybody in. That's at least the goal. That's the hope. That's the idea. So we're ready to make this one your deal of a lifetime and send it on out for not even $2,500. I mean, it is, after all, almost 5 carats. This is the largest Sleeping Beauty I have. So you definitely want to dial in. Come on, let's do it. What about $2,000 to start? What about it? I'm not hearing much, but I know I've learned today you got to wait a couple minutes to get the actual reaction, simply because of that delay. Seems to be a little extra long. Seems always like that on Sunday. It's like that slow, lazy Sunday morning, right? Yes. I'm sorry, what? Oh, she switched? Okay. So she went cushions instead of ovals. All right. Public service announcement, everybody. Tanzanite lovers. The Tanzanite earrings, the cushions are gone. The ovals are here. Okay, great to know. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to just switch those out. So if you wanted the ovals, give me a call, and we'll have those for you still. Now we're talking about 2,000 we don't have. Okay, well, I know we haven't seen anything like this in a while. I get it. It's not every day. It's so fun to bring new, but I will tell you the challenge always was having something new that we don't usually see is that how do we know what it goes for? How do we know what's typical, what's basic? And this speaks beyond just the walls of TVON, certainly, but when you think beyond more broadly, when you find turquoise out there, and it's a lovely stone no matter what, but I've not been one to show you the more regular green or that really, the super copper rich material that's got the veining. It's something that we don't see here. We really do, again, like everything, specialize in the highest end material, so the individual quality's got to be there. And so to see this here, and knowing that it's not only the great color and the great just purity of color, I call it, because there's no differential. It's just all pure. It's all bright. It's almost like, how can an opaque stone be bright like this? It's not giving you flashes of light. It's not having light bounce in the stone and flash back to your eye, but yet still there's a beautiful polish about it. It feels, because of the individual color, very, very striking. And yet, okay, we're going to try something here. How about $1,500 to get it started, despite the fact there are huge quarter carat diamonds that cannot be ignored. We cannot just look at that as a couple of diamond accents. They're not. There's quarter carat diamonds that are VS pear shapes on each side. So that's not, oh, Irma, I'm so glad. I did too, so I'm glad we're on the same page there, Irma. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy them as much in person as you did on TV. I think you will. Enjoy them. Congratulations. Thank you. But now $10 increments and $1,500 to get it going. So it's time. Let's have some amazing Now, this is my only one, by the way. I don't have any more. So just to keep that in mind, there's not like a smaller version or a different cut that we're going to get to bring out. This is it in the turquoise, and something we don't see very often. But if you don't have a high-end turquoise turquoise yet. If most of what your collection looks like is either turquoise less, or if it's more of that, you know, kind of veining matrix material with a lot of that veining throughout, this may be where you want to graduate up. Maybe you want to get an upgrade. Here it is, no open. All right, so we'll move on. That's okay. We got a lot to get to, including a kunzite wheel, because obviously our 25 karat was one thing, but we've got some other big stones for you. And then in just a few minutes, about 15 minutes away from really the star of the show, every day there's a star. This is the star, the MVP, the oh my gosh, we've never seen anything like it, but it's my job to make sure that it's affordable. So we highlight a couple of really important items. This is it, and so many ways to wear it. Promise you that no matter who you are or what your own style looks like, there's a way for you to wear this. And even within one person, there's going to be multiple ways to wear it on different days. It's a piece that you really do enjoy and wear. Now, if you want to get this one started, do we have the open at 15? We got it. Who is it in one bidder? And my gosh, lately it's been one and done, hasn't it? It's been unbelievable how this is summertime for you. I mean, I've done this for 26 years, so it's kind of when Memorial Day hits, and that of course was weeks ago. It's like, okay, we've officially transitioned into summertime. Not maybe by the season officially, but it's summertime for all intents and purposes. And yet this is when, again, you're not going to have as much competition, and what a lovely thing for you. Not maybe if I started at $40,000, but considering I started so low just to get these phone lines rocking, and well, rocking, I wouldn't say they're rocking, but we got somebody at the open, so now it's going to go. So we know that much. It's going to find its home. It's going to go to somebody, and you're welcome to come on in, because for $10 in advance of that, it could very well be your ring instead of theirs. So we'll figure it out. But we've got one bidder at $1,500. Take a look at this. Any gold you want. Did I mention that? Yeah. It's white, yellow, or rose gold. So that's a big deal, because, you know, maybe you like your turquoise and yellow. I find it looks good in everything, including rose, which not every stone does. So this could really be totally, maybe that's how you switch it up. Maybe you've got a turquoise. I get it. I'm talking to gemstone lovers through and through. This may not be your first turquoise piece, but it could be your ideal. It could be your upgrade. Certainly is upgrading those diamonds from what we usually see. And we've got 1,500. Who's got the open? Okay. So we've got one bidder, and that's it. And I know it took a minute to get it going, but let's just face it, we can't sit here all day. We've got a big special coming up in about 15 minutes. So it's just like at this point of the show, it's values straight on forward all throughout. It's rapid fire values. So I'll tell you what, we'll give it its final 2 minutes, and we'll be saying goodbye to this one. But you still have plenty of time. That's why we give it 2 minutes. Don't think, okay, I missed it. Not at all. That's why we give you a fair and final warning in 2 minutes to dial in, make the phone call, and it could be yours. It could be going out to you. So that's fabulous. And of course, any gold color and size, you're going to choose two things. Choose your favorite gold color, choose the ring size you need, and then we'll get it shipped out to you for free. And that's really important as well. So 1,500 and a final minute 45 left in the auction. So that will be it. Such a beauty, isn't it? And true, beautiful color. And then those bigger diamonds on the side. And yep, our yellow diamonds coming up. That demontoid, I should show you. The huge, round Russian demontoid. Never thought I would see something quite like this. And I've had large Russian demontoids, so that's not the issue. Wait till you see how it's set, how it's priced, all of that. We're going to make some. We've made a couple museum collectors already today. We're going to make a few more throughout the show. Uh-oh, 1 minute left. 1 minute. I did have one more museum masterpiece today to show you, and it's a huge emerald, and it's a 688, and it's something. So we'll see that too. But more museum on the way. 50 seconds left here. Last call, 10 minutes away, well, 13 to be exact, till our yellow diamond triple row wonder ring. I think our single row white, what did I look? I looked on it Friday. Our single row white diamond wonder ring is up to, I think it's $17.99. So if you got 3 of those in white diamonds, that'd be something a little bit, out there. So we're going to make sure it's a value today. Don't you worry a thing. That's my job, is to make sure it's a value. So it should be about $5,400 if it's just white diamonds. We're going to bring you something really elite coming up. So that's on the way. Stick around. There's so many ways to wear it. Don't think you can't. Wait till you see it on, and wait till you see how we maneuver it around from different places on the hand. Everybody can wear this ring. And normally bigger rings, I don't say that about, but everybody will be able to wear it. This one's gone. Congratulations. No other callers. Well, well, well. That's going to be done. Do we want to see these golden pearl earrings? These are so attractive. The little floral design up top behind as your post, and then that huge golden pearl. We had the strand just yesterday, and thank you so much. That one's gone. We also have a big yellow sapphire too. So there's, oh, that's awfully good. What do you think about this unheated? Yellow sapphire, just FYI, it's here. You let me know if you want to know more about it. I'm waiting on you guys to tell me what's your wish today. Is it emerald? Is it a 6 carat 88 Colombian emerald with huge baguettes? Is it the big emerald cut tanzanite? Is it we showed you a 25 karat kunzite. I'm about to give you a little bit more. Well, there's still that cutting. Look at that radiant. I'm going to show you a wheel. This is the kind of jewelry that probably shouldn't be on a wheel, but just because I want you to make sure you get the right piece for you, meaning they're so large and they're so important on their own. But I want to put everything that is like together so products can be, again, otherwise you're going to say, no, I like the oval better, no, I like the pear shape better. I want you to see all three so you can really truly get your perfect piece. And we'll put the oval here, and yep, there's a pear shape on the way. Just getting them all polished up, ready to go. This is a remarkable discount. It was earlier today, I brought you a 25 karat kunzite, and the one most similar would be in the middle there in the radiant. But I thought, let's bring out something that's not quite as large, because that's great if you want the ultimate cocktail ring, but quite frankly, these are too. Just not going to be nearly as gigantic on the hand, so maybe this suits you a little bit better, tends to be a little bit more wearable. Point is, there are three incredible pieces that are all around. Well, 844 is my pair, which you would never guess, because to me that looks the biggest. But again, we all know by now, gemstone dimensions are not always going to be in line with their carat weights. That pear shape is an 844, but it looks just as large, if not larger, than the 10 karat 44 in the middle and the 1099 over here in the oval. All have got great diamonds around them, all in the white gold only. That's traditionally how we see our kunzite set, but now's our time to get them out the door, and it's a blowout trio. So I'm so glad you're with us to see this moment 10 minutes away from the 1, 2, 3 triple row yellow diamond band that we have coming up, otherwise known as the Wonder Ring. We're going to show that to you in just a few minutes. It's the special of the day. It's incredibly special and unique and different and bold. It doesn't look like anything else you have. Even if you already own a whole assortment of Wonder Rings, this is going to be a very different look what we have today for you. So stick around for that. It's only 9.5 minutes, so not long to wait. But first we got to make sure the kunzites go. All bigger sizes, 844, and then the other two are closer to 11 carats. So it's just a matter of which one you prefer, which one do you like. Go ahead and get on the phone lines early so you don't miss out, because that's been happening already today, and we don't love when that happens. But again, one only is why we're always reminding you, one only, one only, one only. Make sure you're ready to go. Take a look, all white gold. So just your ring size, all we need to know is what ring size do you need. But here's how we make them go. A cool price tag, a better discount than they've ever been before, and a moment you can really enjoy. The bigger stones that should be $14,999 that are nowhere near. And every one of them, top quality saturation, just what we expect when it comes to the best kunzites in the world. They're right here. So you're going to choose your favorite, and my, oh my, come on in, because you just don't know how affordable they're going to be yet. And the whole idea of a blowout wheel is just that. Take them far below their cost, make sure they disappear, make sure they go very quickly. And here's your last call. So again, reminder, this has got those, I love the way the flare happens with the triple flare of the baguettes, okay? So they're all baguettes on that one on the oval. That's the 1099, so that's the largest with 46 points in diamonds. The actual radiant in the middle is the 1044. By the way, that's 18 karat gold. That's the only 18 karat gold option is right here in the middle. So you're getting an upgrade on the gold, 1044 and 118 of diamonds. Can we handle even more diamonds? Come on over here. If you want the most diamond weight, go with the 844 pair that has 129 in diamonds. All three. And it's the first thing I ever bought for myself at TVON about a decade ago, was a kunzite. I'd only been here about a month or two. And I couldn't take it. And here I'd been around kunzites for years and years and years and years. Never had the inclination ever to buy one because, well, typical kunzites look like a Rose de France amethyst, and you can do that too. But then there's the Afghan material that we provide that's the ultra neon, bright as can be. Cannot find it anywhere else. There's a lot of good kunzite out there, but most of it is pale at best, and everything else is going to pale in comparison to what we have. So this is how you get the bigger stones, the really impressive mountings, and the big value. Take a look at this. It's not going to be $14,999. We're going lower than even $49.99. I realize we only have 7 minutes left till our big special coming up on yellow diamonds. So let's make sure we just took 10 grand off every one of them. And they're going lower. Remember, they all stay just as they are in the white gold, so you just need to tell us your ring size. That's it. They're not 49. They're not 39. These are huge diamond weights, especially center and right side. Those are big diamond weights in addition to your huge museum-level kunzites. And it's not going to be 39. They're not $29.99. A quick deal here, and bye-bye they will go. Make sure you dial early. What can I tell you? This is not normal pricing. Even for us, even for what we do, we're the leader in values worldwide in fine jewelry. This is not normal for us either. This is a beyond blowout. We're taking them even lower than 29. Remember those diamond weights. I know the graphics aren't up there. We can put them up there for anything you want. But remember, hear me out. That's a 129 diamond weight. First and by itself. That's a 1 carat 18 diamond weight. These are incredible pieces, even from just a diamond perspective, and they're not $29.99. And then you get the huge stones in the middle, and they're not close to 29 or 28 or 27. We keep on going to make sure they all go. Every one of them should find their homes today, and we're almost halfway through the show, and I know we're all excited and waiting for the yellow diamond deal that is so incredible and so rare and so special and so much gold. And so many ways to wear it. I tell you, everybody can wear this ring, and you're never going to believe me until you see it on the hand. And all the ways that I'm going to show it to you and the ways you play with it, and you don't need to get two, but you can, and it looks so good. Get ready for it. We've been getting so many requests for this. I started wearing it earlier in the week. It's only a few minutes away. 5 more minutes to get these out the door and get the yellow diamond triple wonder ring. You don't have to stack. You get that stacked look with one ring. So fabulous. But right now, I think you're looking for a better value than this one. $27.77, not even. We're going even lower than that. All you do is call me. That's it. That's all you do, and take your favorite, because when we get there, those price tags are going to mean that they go, and that's what was happening earlier on the show. Remember, my last blowout was a trio. Everybody wanted the same one. Wouldn't be totally surprised if that happens again here, so dial early. It helps. It really does. But it's not $27.99 or $27.77 or $26.99 or $25.99. We keep on going on these colossal sizes. My last kunzite earlier was about 5 grand. Let's make this better and make it $24.99 a ring. That's it. And all in the white gold, perfect combination. I think, at least, I don't think there's any better way to go than get that combination with that white gold. So stunning, and only going to be, sure enough, $24.99. Let me know. 60 seconds left to go on that wheel. And then we'll have one more item before we get to our yellow diamond triple wonder ring. Very excited about that. A category we have made famous here, to say the least, but we have never done anything like what you're about to see coming up in a few minutes. So that's on the way, but more to get to, and more of the values you love, and brand new artistry, brand new designs, brand new concepts. All of that still to come in the show, but we're going to leave these kunzites, melt them down. That's a lot of gold to melt down. I look forward to it, because you know why? We love making jewelry affordable going forward too. It's not just about today. It's about what are we going to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, next week. We got to have affordable jewelry for you. So that's why anything that goes on the air in a blowout situation, if it doesn't go to you in that presentation, it's going to be melted down. We take out the stones, melt down the gold, and repurpose that gold to make the jewelry new going forward, so that we can keep the affordability going. It's a beautiful thing that we have here as a manufacturer ourselves, to do that and to be capable of that when not a lot of people are. So you want a last look? And then the yellow diamonds. Look at those yellow diamond rings. They're so good. They're so fabulous. They're coming up 3 minutes away. Let's take a look at our kunzites one more time, and then we're ready to go. We've got a fabulous still Russian Montoy Tanzanite, and I do have a diaspora. For those of you that said, I'm not sure about the unheated Tanzanite, but I would like a diaspora because it looks very similar. We're going to show you a true color changing diaspora coming up. That's a good, ooh, look at the size of that. We have got a lot of big jewelry today, don't we? That's my 9 carat 05. Plus, we're going to see Malaya Garnet, Imperial Topaz, Green Paraiba, big color change, sapphire even. Talk about color change. That's a rarity there. So all of those and more, leave those there if you'd like, but they will be melted down. We're going to move right along. Let's just get started with our bottom of the hour. We've waited long enough. We've been waiting all week for this. We've been really waiting 10 years for this, because In all these years, we have brought you something that was a very organic situation, how it came to be. But there was once a ring that was a 2-row chevron style white diamond ring that later on, and quickly, as I presented it here many, many, many years ago, there was a 103 diamond band, 2-row chevron style, and it was brought out on a random day just to bring out a diamond ring. There was something of a bit of a new concept, but it was just a 2-row diamond ring, or was it? Because it quickly became, as I presented it and as I showed it and as I got a little bit stack happy as I do sometimes, I decided that, wait a minute, this is a really cool concept, and it was amazing to play with the idea of a chevron band, no matter what, just as long as that inherent shape gave you the freedom to really pair it up, mix and match it, put it on with different things, wear it one way, wear it the other way, get different looks. Every time you put it on, it can be something different for you. It can be something special. It can still build and play with your other pieces you already own and have and maybe don't wear. We all have those pieces. Don't feel bad if you have pieces you don't wear anymore because either they're just not your style. I've told you through the years, it's as simple as adding a wonder ring. No doubt why that became, and the wonder ring didn't come out as the wonder ring. It basically, it built that reputation as the wonder ring for the wonder of how it works for everybody and how it works in so many different ways and how it just has this magical way that it just builds so well as a stack ring around other things you have. And the wonder ring was born. And we've made several versions of it. We've done single row, double row, smaller versions, medium versions, and it's almost always been in white diamonds. There was a yellow diamond version one time. It was about 40 points in diamonds altogether in 2 rows. So what we're about to introduce you to is brand new. Today, it is limited because this is taking really, it's funny, earlier this week I had my luxury links. It was the 3-carat version, which is the huge version of my links ring that is an icon here and a bestseller. And it feels very much like this week is continuing that trend of let's do something in the most incredible way possible. Let's take this iconic shape and let's do it with yellows and let's do it with big diamonds. Not small individual accents, but larger pear shapes that make up this triple, not 1, not 2, 3 rows, which we got to think about from a value perspective. Not exactly easy to make affordable when you've got 3 rows in gold, because we're still bringing you gold. It's solid yellow gold only to show off the yellow diamonds. Look how bright they are. This is a ring that before you write it off as, oh, it's big. I see it from across the room on her hand. That's going to be too big. I know not everybody does big jewelry, but then a lot of us say, no, bring it on. I'm going to tell you right now, this is one that for a lot of you, it's taken me back to about 9 years ago when that wonder ring originated. And you know what a lot of people said? And by the way, this 1420 is that number. Early on, a lot of you saw the double wonder ring, because I'll never forget it, and you said, that ring looks really big. That ring looks too big. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wear that. She wants me to stack it. She wants me to put it around other things. Over the years, it has become the best-selling icon of this network and something that other people everywhere have copied, imitated, tried to copy, tried to imitate in different forms, and yet there's only one original wonder ring. And now what we've done here is we've said, let's upgrade it. We're giving you a carat 30. I'm going to tell you right now, I have researched this and tried to figure out, because I don't think there's any way it's a carat 30. I think it's more, but we're looking at what are pear-shaped diamonds individually matched for size, color, and cutting. Not the easiest thing in the world to do when you've got 24 of them from one side to the other. And I do love the way the pear shapes naturally point in towards the tip of this chevron design. And for those of you that say, here are the things that are being said right now. It's too large, it's too different, it's too wild, I'm not sure how to wear it. Let me tell you something. This is the same kind of response that way back when, 9 years ago, I had on the original white diamond wonder ring. Granted, this is bigger and it is bolder. It is more specialty, it is different, it is bolder, it is more gold, it is more diamonds, all of those things. But that reaction was the same, and then everybody started to try it. After seeing it 2, 3, 4 times, seeing it on the air, positioned with different rings, there were believers who said, you know what do I got to lose? There's a money back guarantee, let me try it out. And then quickly became the most talked about ring, still is. We don't bring it out anymore, but it's still the most talked about design we do. It is the most icon. We refer to it almost every single show as pair it up with your wonder rings, because almost everybody who's seen them has them. That's the white diamond version. We have now brought you an elite level where you don't necessarily need to get two, because the chevron style can naturally point up towards the hand or out towards the fingertips, but either way, it's a fabulous designer look, and it can be worn anywhere on the hand. Pinky, ring, middle, index, or thumb ring. Sits low profile enough to where it's comfortable and accessible to wear anywhere you want on the hand. And if you want to get two, sounds like crazy, there will be a lot of people getting two. It's a carat 30 among 3 bands of gold, but all put together as one, so it's easy to wear. You don't need to worry about sizing, okay? Just get your true size. Let me show you what one looks like here on the hand here. You've been seeing it from across the room. Here it is a little bit closer. That's just one option and one way to wear it. Let me pop it on the other way. Do you realize every single stone here is about 5 points in a yellow diamond? And I'll tell you, it stumped me because I thought they looked bigger. So many ways to wear it. And you've got a carat 30 overall. It means if you get two, let me just borrow this one and show you as a pinky ring. Maybe the coolest, chicest, updated pinky ring ever. What about this ring? I've got 2 different sizes here, and one, they're both quite small. Let me show you as a thumb ring how that works. Look at that as a thumb ring. You want super cool and elegant, should be, well, a bundle. So I was researching on Friday afternoon. I was looking at that. You know, there's a single row wonder ring we do in white diamonds. Just one row, little round brilliance, white diamonds, 30 points or so. That ring is up to $1,777. So if you were to compare, well, 3 times that, you're looking at a lot of money. It's close to $3,500. And you're thinking about, or more, actually, no, bad math. It's more money. And when we compare to what we have here, which is upgrades all the way, so much gold, I mean, 1777 times 3. Let's keep in mind that's 5,300. Hi. Happy Sunday. Here we are. I got to tell you, I'm probably, that was the signal, to not to sell too many of these. We obviously are limited in what we have, because obviously our jewelers are out here going, please don't sell too many of these because there's a strict quantity. Yes, there is. Strict quantity because every one of them requires 24 individual yellow diamonds. Call me early. This should be 5331 if it's white diamonds in small sizes. It's not white diamonds, it's an upgrade. It's not small sizes, it's an upgrade. It's a lot of gold. This is not $5,300. I will make this affordable and you will try it. And if you don't love this and find a million ways to wear it, send it on back. But that is where, again, this is not going to be like other wonder rings where we can bring it back every couple months, forever and ever, amen. It's just about what's here today in this limited selection, limited quantity, limited everything. Got to make sure it goes out, and you really want to be on the phone lines, especially if you want more than one. If you are doing the classic ring guard style where one pointed in either direction and then something in the middle, it is something you can do that. Now, if you do two, go up a little bit, go up a half a size on each so it'll sit right and properly and comfortably. But it's not going to be $5,331. That's the calculation on 3 basic white diamond wonder rings right now. I will not, and I should be asking for more, because I'm sorry, yellow diamonds in bigger sizes with more gold equals more money. So it could be double that, triple that, or quadruple that, and that's just not what's going to set the impression of a value. This is the show special of the day. This is the one we've been waiting for all week. This is the one that you are going to miss today if you're not dialing today and say, well, I wish I would have gotten it. And you'll be hearing all your friends talking about it. All that online attention's going to be all about, I got one, I was the lucky one, I got one, and I love it, and I want another. Get two if you can. If you don't need to, send one back. But you're going to need to get it today, and look at that. That is what it looks like. And excuse me if it's fingerprinted, that's the one I just had on. I just want to have 2 sizes, so I'm showing you different ways on the hand here. None of them are big enough to go on my middle or index, and I apologize for that. There's a lot of gold. It's finished on the inside, as you see. It's going to taper, which is what makes it comfortable. And there are so many ways to wear it. And if you do choose to go this wonder ring style, like something in the middle, look what you could do here. Let me show you how this works. That's what it would look like if you want to put 2 together and have them around something else. You can wear one. You can get the size you need for whatever finger. It works anywhere you want. Middle, index, thumb ring I was showing you earlier. So beautiful. Index, middle, ring finger, either direction, pinky ring. You can put it either way you want to. You can add 2 and have ring guards. It's not $5,331. That's where I got that price, is based off of a 1-row white diamond. If I put it up next to this, you go, what? Huh? That's nowhere in need comparison. I got to tell you, this is the deal. This is the deal, and because it's one day, And because it's one time, one airing, one opportunity, I got to make it a value. Because it's not that piece I can bring out a month from now and say, hey, remember it debuted on June 14th? Is it the 14th? Yeah. And I remember we debuted it, now we brought it down. No, there is no such thing. It's here today, and today only. You get it while you can, and then you go ahead and save today. You're not waiting. It should be really triple this price. We're going even lower. It's not $5,000 or $49,000 or $39,000 or even, here's the crazy part, I was expecting this all day, and I expect value. I demand value, and if it ain't here, by the powers that be, I make it happen. I was expecting a $3,499 price tag as a buy. Why? But where would I get that number? Well, think about this. Break it down. Break it down. What's $3,499 divided by 3? That's like $1,200 a band. Are you getting one row of gold for $1,200? Head jeweler's out here. She's out here. We could bring, now she's shy. I've worked with her for 25, 20, no. We started working together, we started working together in 2000. So we've been working together for 26 years. She's one of the first people I ever met in this business. Yes, TVON didn't exist, but we've been working together since then, but way before then. And I met her at the very first manufacturer I ever worked with in downtown LA. I met her on my first day on the job when I was still in college, okay? And she's our head jeweler, and she's out here, and I know she's shy about coming on camera, and I'd love her to come on if she wants to come on, because she'll tell you that a band of gold, if you pared this down to a single band, is more than $1,200, and look at that breakdown. We're going even lower than $34.99. Here's what we have, and we are busy on the phone lines. Gee, I wonder why. It's going to be an irresistible price tag. You try it, you get it at home, you see what it's all about, but this is unbelievable. And I do values every day for you, but this is another level. And it's not 34 or, wait, here's easy math, $29.99. Under $1,000 a band, which you know darn well, and I got to polish this one up. You know as well as I do, nobody's doing $9.99, $9.99, $9.99. You know that. You know it. I can't do a plain basic gold band for $999 in 2026. Here's what I will offer instead. And so when you actually put all those huge diamonds that are natural yellows in pear shapes, which makes sense, you can like a pear shape or not, it doesn't matter. That's the way, it's why this ring is so striking, because all the points of the pears are meeting up with the point of the ring. See that? It would look so boring and basic if it were just rounds. It would look kind of meh if it was ovals. It wouldn't do the thing it's doing right now. It's the shapes. It's the way they're set. It looks like they're floating in formation. Doesn't even, like, you don't see this big clumpy gold behind it. You see the diamonds floating so beautifully on the hand, and then shared prong style. And look at this, all finishing with that tips up. Look at the tips of gold there that you have. Here's again what it looks like on the hand. Try it anywhere. Just get, if you need to get 2 sizes, I'm going to make it affordable enough you can. So you could try them on different fingers, because obviously you need a different size here than you get here, etc. But it's not $29.99. This is just the value of a lifetime, is what it is. And I know that a lot of you are going to shy away because you think it's too big, you think it's too wild. When you try this on, it could very well, this is what everybody said when the original Wonder Ring debuted, was, I don't know, it's a little bit different and it's a little wild. I'm not sure if I'm going to wear it. And now most people wear 2 every single day somewhere on the hand. If you've ever shopped here before, chances are you own the iconic Wonder Ring. And now this is a new upgraded way to do it. It's a new upgraded version. It's a bigger, better style that's incorporating one of the things we do best, which is natural yellow diamonds out of the Argyle mine that are perfectly matched and mated, and in big sizes, and it's not even 29 or 25. We just took another $500 off and made it $24.99 for you, and it's going even lower. So all you have to do is call me. And if you're waiting, obviously I can't make a lot of them. 24 individual yellow diamonds that could be center stones. There's 24 in each ring, so I can't make a ton of these. It's comfortable. It sits low profile. You can wear it with everything. It is every day. Put it on. If you're not sure where to wear it, put it on as a thumb ring or a pinky ring. It's so super cool. And it's not going to be $24.99. Wait, how does that break down? Because that's one ring. So forgive me, but I think it's the only way to understand this epic value is think about it. $833 a band right now. 1, 2, and 3. And the matching's incredible. And if you do get 2, it's going to be the match. Look at that. Every one of them. Not 24. Let's keep going. Only getting busier on the phone lines. I wonder why. Try it if you're at all inclined in owning something different, unique, special, and rare. Those are all the things this is. Giftable as well. Just pick, and you know what? You wouldn't even have to know the exact ring size, because no matter what size you choose, there's going to be a finger to wear it on. It's not like this only works as a pinky ring, or only works as a thumb ring, or only works on the ring finger. It can be worn anywhere, so take your best guess and they'll be able to wear it. And you can always send it back to us if you don't get the sizing right, and we'll size it. But here's the deal. It's not 24. Let's go even lower. I'm already surpassing our top of the hour, our big special, our everything that we want to do here. It's an incredible buy, and it's solid gold, and it's yellow only, so the only choice you're making is your size and how many you need. And it's not 24 or 23 or 22 or 21. This is absolute madness. Madness of value is what we're here for. That's why we shop together. And it's not $21.99 either. This is the big value of the day. Let's take it on down. Get one if you can. And it's going to be gone in about 60 seconds here, no question about it. We have so few to go around, so few available. We'll take it even lower than 21 or 2,099. This has got to be the biggest value I've had in some time. And it's $1,999. And that is insanely good. And when you're coming down, you got to understand, I did not stack 3 rings here. This is 1 ring. That's 1 ring all together. And you should think about really seriously consider getting 2, given this is the only time we get to see it. That's like $600 a band. I mean, come on. You're not buying. I wish you could buy plain gold bands. If you could, I would have them every day. I'd bring you like plain gold bands and stackables and things like that. If we could make bands $600 just in gold, I would do it every day. Now, essentially, we're doing that here, but they're completely covered in huge yellow diamonds. We give it 60 seconds. We got to run. We have very little time left. We got an hour left in our week. We've got this ring limited, of course, and that's the way to shop it right now. And all solid yellow diamonds. That's the thing. They're 5-pointers at least each. It's a carat 30 minimum. It's VS yellow diamonds. By the way, they're still VS, so make sure we'll add that to the. So if you're wondering, oh, I get why it's so cheap, they're not VS. No, they're all VS. All VS yellow diamonds, every one of them matched to perfection. If there was one that was a little off in color, or a little light in color, or a little too dark in color, you know what yellow diamonds do? They're not all perfect like this. They're not all sunshine yellow. They're not all bright. Most of them are really, really light. And you know my beef with that. They look like bad white diamonds when they're not yellow enough. And that's really the struggle and the challenge. A lot of jewelers I talk to always say that. They say, you know, I would love to bring my customer yellow diamonds, but all the yellow diamonds I see are just like, they look exactly like the white diamonds I offer. So somebody actually did that once. A jeweler friend of mine said they have a store, and they actually did that where we're really busy on the phone line, so I'll just chat here for a minute. They said, the problem was they started a yellow diamond line because their customers were asking. They're in LA, so they've got a high-end clientele here. And they said, I brought yellow diamonds for the first time, and the yellow diamonds and my white diamonds looked exactly the same because they were bringing regular basic white diamond quality. So their white diamonds looked exactly the same as the yellow because the yellow weren't that good and the white diamonds weren't that good. So everything looked the same, and it was a major fail. It was a major fail. They had to close down this division of their whole store. They'd put in marketing dollars. It was millions and millions of dollars. They dumped into marketing, just the big debut of, hey, we've got yellow diamonds. You've been asking for it. And then they literally bombed. And the yellow diamonds didn't sell. And then they basically hurt their own white diamond business because usually that's the way it is. Usually everybody's white diamonds aren't that white and their yellow diamonds aren't that yellow. So they all end up looking the same. That's not the case here. Are you going to mistake these diamonds, even from across the room? Do you think anyone's going to look at your ring and go, oh, I like your white diamond ring? No, not at all. They don't look like white diamonds, do they? They don't, because they're that stronger variety. How many? Somebody got 2. Thank you, Barbara. Barbara took 2. Donna's getting 1. You've got 1. All right, Ronald's getting 2 as well. It's so cool together. And again, you can put them around. Let me just show you with the yellow sapphire that I have earlier. Oh, look at this. This is how and you can get 1 and still stack it. You don't need to get 2. So look at this. I mean, I'm putting a really, okay. So this is like putting the crown on your ring. I have a yellow sapphire here that's new that we haven't even shown yet, but it's a 445. And then I've got this basically crown of triple row. I mean, that's how you create, or take your smaller rings. Listen, that's a big ring already. That doesn't need help. What if you take a smaller ring? I don't think I have a lot of small rings here today, but let me take that blue zircon just for a smaller size. I had a blue zircon earlier. Look at this. Next to, if you want to just add the ring next to something else, look at how beautiful. And these are different colors of gold and different stones, but look at how that looks next to a 3-stone oval ring right there. You've now got your and I would prefer having the gold colors match, but again, just showing you an example of how you can add it almost as a topper, right? As a topper. That's how you can do it. And then if you wanted to, you put one right next to it. These are not all the proper sizes for me, but again, I'll never get this off now, but you get the idea. That's how it would look. And yes, this one's about 2 sizes too small, but look at how beautiful they work together as well. So again, when you do that ring guard, and they would cinch in, just get your normal size. And I always do recommend, if you are getting 2 to wear together on the same finger, I'm going to say go up a half a size on each, so that, because they are wider rings. So we want them to be comfortable. And you know, if you get your true size and you put 2 together, it's going to create that larger or wider style overall, so then it can feel a little more snug. So just go up. I mean, go up a half a size. If you wear 6, go up to 6 and a quarter each, and then it'll be nice and comfortable for you. But that is $19.99. And again, this is a good time to remind you, if this is a little out there for you, it's supposed to be. This is not a basic. If it was a basic, we would have brought it 10 years ago. It's not a basic. It's an upgrade. And it's not something that, until you've experienced a Wonder Ring, you have no idea what a Wonder Ring is all about. You've got to experience it. And once you experience it, it's like so many other times we've had them before in different versions. Never had this one. This one's new today. But in so many different versions, once you see it, feel it, wear it, you're going to find that it pairs up well with just about everything else you have. If you have a yellow diamond, if you have a 1-carat yellow diamond or anything in the yellow diamond category, how gorgeous that would be. But the color yellow itself, like sunshine, really works with anything and everything. It looks great with tanzanite. It looks great with blues, reds, yellows, oranges, clear diamonds, right? You got a white diamond ring solitaire? Put it next to your white diamond solitaire if you want the ultimate high-level ring guard. It's an instant upgrade to whatever you have. And if you've got those rings that are smaller in your collection that you haven't worn in years, no different from our OG Wonder Ring, put it on next to the pieces you don't even wear anymore. Maybe you inherited a piece. And you know, I see all the time, you know, if you're selling jewelry to upgrade, well, there's a lot of pieces we inherit, and you know what? Sometimes they're not our style. But we can't sell them because it's the importance and the meaning of who wore them, why they're important. You can't sell something that's got meaning to you. So what do? Add a Wonder Ring. I'm telling you, if you've got like an antique, it's grandmother's ring, it's great-grandmother's ring, it's her diamond, it's her original diamond from so many hundreds of years ago. Put it on next to a Wonder Ring. It modernizes everything. It adds something special to everything. It brings and breathes new, in this case, new color and new life to all your other jewelry, whether you have pieces you love to wear every day or pieces that maybe you haven't worn in a while. You know, my famous old adage with the Wonder Ring is get it at home and play. Set aside some time and play. What do you mean play? I mean, get out all your jewelry, all of it. The stuff you wear every day that's on the kitchen sink that never even goes into the jewelry box, and go into the deep, 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 dark parts of the jewelry box. Bring out the pieces you haven't worn in years. Bring out those pieces you thought, well, I inherited it, but it's not really my thing. Put it on with the Wonder Ring, and you will start to get more joy and more life and more wear out of your other jewelry as well. It is the beauty of the Wonder Ring. It's one investment to make, and a small one at that, to have something that could just be the way you start with your yellow diamond collection. Yellow diamonds are a little more pricey out there. Not here. We do an incredible job, but really, if that's the way you have your first go around with yellow diamonds, great way to do it. Let's show you the golden pearls we have as well, since our golden pearls and our yellow gold and yellow diamonds look so good together. We'll show you some golden pearl earrings that we have. Last call on the Wonder Ring. Hope you get one. Try 2 if you want to be like really extra, and extra in such a good way. 2 is the way to go. And then here we are with our golden pearl earrings. These are fabulous as well. And that's going to be, that diamond section is going to be at the top, because that's where your post is. And then you've got our really stunning golden pearls. Had the strand yesterday. That's now gone. 113-1481 is your item number. And this is our 1 pair of golden pearl earrings. So we'll make sure these go in a hurry. And I'm going to try to make them nice and affordable as well. So keep calling on the yellow diamond Wonder Ring, a triple Wonder Ring. How about that? And all pear shapes, all bigger sizes, really incredible. And trust me when I tell you, you've got, right now we have 3 left, that's it. So you've got a very limited time to at least even try it out. And these golden pearls, 11 millimeters each. For your pearls, they are the South Sea variety. These are not the cultured pearls that you guys, again, rejected all week long and said, no, thank you. Isn't that crazy, ironic? We still have natural pearls, but they're cultured, so you're like, no, 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 I'll pass. Thank you very much. Stop bringing cultured pearls. Here are the natural South Sea pearls that are the absolute divine, and they don't get any more rare than the golden. And if you have a lot of yellow gold, this pairs up beautifully with your yellow gold, so wear them together. And the natural South Sea pearls have diamonds, because we can do a lot of studs that are pretty basic. Or we can add up the diamonds as well, 14 points in your diamond weight that sit right atop You're gorgeous. It's a triple floral or a triple leaf design. Even that staggered a bit. And I know we're still busy on the phone line, so selling out quickly here on those yellow diamond wonder rings. But now is the time. Just because we moved on does not mean you sit back and say, okay, I guess I can get one later. No, it means we're almost sold out and we got to move on so that we're not showing you something that's already gone. But here's the gorgeous pearl earring, and there's your diamonds up top. And welcome in. Last little bit of Sunday. We got an hour left. Here's what we have for you on the value. 3/4 of an inch. I will try them on. Post and butterfly backing here. So a nice big oversized butterfly backing that's going to come with it. Yellow gold, or I don't think you're going to change those. I would not recommend it. It's actually got a little white rhodium where the actual gold is. But if you want to, or where the diamonds are, but if you want to change it, if you want to go all white gold, you actually can. If you really want to. This is what I've been waiting for. Now, this is my own backing, so it's not meant for this earring. So this is not going to work. But let me just at least show you the size. This is a perspective just on that size. If you're just curious, how does 3/4 of an inch actually sit on the ear? And you can see it's really, in this case, the diamonds, which look like a little floral or bee-like design. That's going to sit where the piercing is, and then the pearl really on my lobe is going to drop below that. So you're going to get a little bit of extension to that. We'll go back to the wheel, close up, and blow them out. Here we go. You're waiting on the pearls? Oh, and the finishing is really well done too. I'd like to show you the back, because how we made those is really also very elevated from what you might normally see. And you're anchoring a larger pearl, 11 millimeters in diameter, and that's the reason we're showing them up close. Still perfectly round, and the knacker is smooth and stunning. What do you think? It's a South Sea pearl, yet I'm not finding any blemishes to that pearl. Completely smooth, looks amazing, huge value. No, I can't do, you know what, $39.99. It makes me think of what I did yesterday on the Strand, which was a big no-no, and that's why they're gone. That's why I can't bring them back. But it also means I'm not going to get $39.99 because a lot of you were here yesterday and saw what I did on a 35-stone Strand. So I'm just going to have to give these away at better than $3,000 and better than $2,000. And probably better than $19.99, so we can keep the madness going for today. Why not? Hey, we got 2 days away from you. We are not back until Wednesday night, so we really, especially in the last hour, kick up these values into super high gear. And it's not $1,500 for the pearls. South Sea golden pearls. Match to perfection in your choice of gold. Again, I like the yellow because you're still going to get a little white rhodium, so I think that's the best of all worlds. But you can decide if you want to go all white gold, go ahead. You're just not going to see much gold. It's behind the pearl. But let's do better than 19 or 15 or $14.99. I really shouldn't do this, but we're going to keep on going. Make these values the best you've seen. And a Sunday finale. And will not be $14 or $13.99. Send them on out. Bye-bye. They'll go. $12.99 for the pair. Unheard of for huge, colossal golden pearls, 11 millimeter stunners. There they are, waiting for you. In, I would just say, yeah, leave them right there. If anybody would like to see anything specifically, you holler at me. We're going to help you out. Do you want to see that big museum emerald? Show it. You want to see the big yellow sapphire? We had it next to the yellow diamond wonder ring. Maybe the big tanzanite, the 14 karat 07. Let me know. And then the top of the hour. 4 minutes. Our next big special. I love shows like this where it's everything is special. It's like everything. It's like nonstop. It's just a party. And it's a marathon of incredible values. Well, our top of the hour is 4 minutes away, and to kick off our very last hour of our week, we are going to bring out, as the previously mentioned, I talked about at the very top of the show, I knew this was a tiny size. Gosh darn it, why did they put it in such a small size? We have a big tanzanite coming up at the top of the hour. 4 minutes away, and I'm going to show you a blue wing in a signature mounting. Hasn't been here in a very long time for good reason. This mounting used to cost us, when I started here, this mounting was $3,000. That was 10 years ago. Things have happened. This mounting is now over $7,000 to make. That has no bearing on what I'm going to do at our top of the hour. Top of the hours are made for discounting. So we're going to do a big tanzanite discount at the top of the hour. It's literally 3 minutes from now. And then before we do that, let's show this tanzanite. It's the 1407. It's going to go. It's an emerald cut. It's got lovely diamonds around it. It's a new discounted price. It's 112-7324. Let's move on from our pearls. And here we go. Whoa, whoa, look at the reds coming from the corner there. We got the corner shot there of reds. This is 1127324. 1407 on the emerald cut. And diamonds just positioned in pave on the sides. I like the way these are done. Bigger stones, 46 points, pave one side and the other, and our stunning, bright, one only. Guess what? Yours is going to look, what do you think yours is going to look like at home? You think I'm going to send you something light? How about we send you that one? Because that's how one-of-a-kinds work. I don't have returns because guess what? That's the beauty of it. You see what you get. If you like it on TV, I got to admit one thing to you. You're going to like it better in person because these tanzanites, they look even better in person. Well, that's actually a great example. Let me block the light. See what happens? This is now I didn't just cut the lights to the studio here, but I'm just going to block one of them so you can see a little bit less light. And do you see how dark and saturated? When I tell you that it's more saturated in person, and I know a lot of you have experienced this with your own two eyes, so you get it. But that is why when you've got bright, bright light, it's the worst your tanzanite's ever gonna look. And the truth is it gets a lot more saturated when you see it in person. It's our 1407 with 46, stays in the white gold, and we'll size it for you. And there's a big value. And when we have tanzanite another minute away in the iconic signature style, which hasn't been here in literally years, we're gonna show it to you. And that's going to be wonderful if you want a 2.5. This is the 14 karat. 2.5 is different. We got an oval coming up in the signature that's actually going to give you, interestingly enough, way more diamond weight. But we're going to get this one gone first. Newly reduced price started at $16,999. And here we go. Oh, much different price tag today. As we are looking at this one on the hand. Oh, yeah. So it's a big size. But that's going to be, if this is too large for you, no problem. You just stay with us 30 more seconds and you'll see a 256 coming your way. But this one's for my big gem girls. I'll tell you, the whole thing lights up red. Do you see that? It looks like elevator doors. Just come on in. Come on in. Where are we going? Up to the penthouse. This is the penthouse of gemstones. It's the pinnacle. It's the top, top, top. I mean, like as if you went to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Now, the truth is, they don't mind them at the top. It's a great little workout if you want to go to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Now, I have not done it. I have not experienced that personally, but a dear friend of mine has. She got to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. She's much more adventurous than I am. Plus, she gets like 10 weeks of vacation a year. So she goes to these really exotic places. I think most people do that, or like at least, what, 3, 4, whatever. So she goes to these exotic places and does adventurous things. This is the base of Mount Kilimanjaro, but it is the pinnacle of tanzanite because there's only one place to get it, but there's different levels of quality that have come from the mine. So let's blow it out for under $10,000 and make it $99.99, or actually better yet, we'll take it on down and we'll make this a lot easier, a lot easier for you. Here's what we're going to do instead of $99.99. Welcome in. It's the top of the hour. We're ready to go. We've got the tanzanite coming up next. There's going to be a 256 on the way. So you've got a 256 option. It's just, this is the 14 karat. This is the ultimate emerald cut. This is it. And it's ready to go to you for better than $9,000, $8,000, or even $7,000. I've gone way below what I'm supposed to do here, and that's okay. Last hour of the show, 59 minutes to go in our week. So this is when you tell me what you'd like to see before we go, and I'm discounting in a major way. How about better than even $6,999? We'll go even lower than that. First caller, 6888. That's it. One caller. Let's go. We got the big 1407, and you know what that means. That's under $500 a carat. 1407, that comes down to $489 a carat on the Esmeralda. And Jason, what were you taking over there? Are we still doing Wonder Rings? Love it, love it, love it, love it. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for being with us today. One short hour left to go. And remember, we don't see you till Wednesday night. So get your jewelry fix in now. Get in all those requests. Get in on your favorites. We'll see who's got this one. That's $489 a carat. Did you ever think you'd see the day? That'd be great if it was a 1 carat. It's even better if it's a 14 karat. And this is over. 1407. Getting a lot of gold there, too. A lot of gold. Love it. And that one, well, we'll wait a second here, see who's got it, that extra delay. And then we're going to get into our official top of the hour, which is a 256. And for at long last, the return of the signature mounting with our oval blue wing block D. Same color and same reds, just a bit smaller and more wearable and a lot, actually it's got way more gold. It's got almost secured in diamonds, more, and a lot more gold. So we're going to see that coming up. Who's got the 14 karat? Can't wait to see who's going to be the newest collector of the very top of the top, Museum Reserve. But in the meantime, we are here with, oh gosh, we only have 57 minutes. Let's go. We got this very, very, very special top. Look at this. Oh, this is what we've been waiting for. I wasn't ever sure if this was going to ever return to our show, simply because the mounting, a lot of you have been watching this mounting presented on TV with me for 26 years, and I know you're going, no, that's not true. She's just lying to me. That's TVON's only been here a decade. This mounting has been around longer than TVON. This mounting has been an icon in the fine jewelry world for a long time. And today is the day we get to bring it back. Because when I started here 10 years ago, and obviously I've been selling it long before that I started here, but let's keep this in mind. Let's talk about TVON. 10 years ago, this mounting was $3,000. It was one of these mountings we sold a lot of, even just as a semi-mount, so that if you had a stone that was, let's say, loose and you wanted to set it in a great iconic mounting, it's a pretty common size for ovals. It's been popular as a mounting. We can always sell it to you that way. That's why we know it so well. That was 10 years ago. So fast forward to today, where it's so much more to make it, and it does not matter. We can put all that aside. I hate to even tell you, because I think that gives you the impression all you hear is more money, more money, more money. That's the beauty of what it should be, and now it's not going to be. So that's what we're doing here. That's why it's the top of the hour. So again, welcome in. If you have requests or anything you want to see recapped, let me know. But take a look at this one. This one's not going to last. And we are doing the white, the yellow, or the rose for you. It's 112-8064. We still have the 1407, but that makes sense. I think a lot of people want to see what kind of magic I'm going to offer here and then decide. But this is the 2 karat 58 oval. It has a 128 diamond mounting. That's never changed. Love it. I know I can speak for like collectors out there that oftentimes have more than one stone in this mounting, because that mounting is so beloved, and it looks very different depending on the stone. I mean, you can get the same mounting over and over and over and over and still have a very different ring depending on what gold color it's in and what stone is in the center. But it's our 258. Look at this. Oh, that mounting. It's almost as wide a band as it is the center stone with the halo. Isn't that impressive? And then you look at the inside, and we didn't stop there. The gold keeps going, but look at the inside. Fully finished on the inside. Great idea. This is more gold literally than the last 14 karat I just showed you, which is quite the statement. You've got the inside under gallery, all these incredible red flashes, the amazing diamond weight. This is also about a carat more than what we just saw around a 14 karat, but also very wearable. And even though it's a lot of diamond weight, it has been one of, you don't get signature status unless you're quite popular and quite wearable. And this one is all of those things. And yes, it's for somebody who doesn't shy away from a lot of big diamond weight, who's okay wearing a fairly large amount of gold, but it is a top of the hour for a reason, because this mounting is costing us over $7,000 to make these days. And that is, because I got to tell you, I just got an update on the mounting, because I hadn't checked in a few weeks, and we don't make it anymore. So this is pretty exciting to have this one here. And it's available for you, but quickly and in short order. And please don't hesitate to dial in early. We've had a number of people missing out on items today just by virtue of being a couple of seconds late on the phone lines. Don't want that to happen to you. Always easier to call and hang up if it doesn't work for you than to call and get one if it's gone, because if it's gone, there's nothing I can do. But it's white, yellow, or rose. We're going to size it for you. Go true to size on this one as well. You don't need to go up, even though it's got a lot of gold and a lot going on underneath it and inside. And the under gallery is amazing, but you don't need to go up any further than your true size for whatever finger you want to wear it on. But it's also going to be extremely, extremely affordable. So what should be easily $11,999 today, because of the, obviously the diamond weight, the gold weight, all of that. As we take a look at it, the 256, I just like when you have a medium-sized stone like this, because I think that's what makes it more wearable. Most everything we do has diamonds around it. So we're comfortable usually wearing diamonds. But what often dictates the wearability is how big is that center stone? How big is the ring overall? And to that end, let me show it to you on as well, so you can see it that way. Obviously, we know it's finished. showed you that. This one, I apologize, is a little bit smaller than what I wear, but I'm going to put it on anyways because I don't think it's a great pinky ring. I think it's just a little large for a pinky ring, but this is going to be a moment. And that's what it looks like on. What do you think? Diamonds that look like they just go on infinitely. Don't they? Every which way. Nobody's on the lines. Probably has something to do with the $12,000 price tag, which I'm going to get rid of. And we're going to go significantly less than $11,999. It's not a top of the hour by accident. I'm going to roll the dice, put together a value. You're going to be proud you were here today and saying, you know what? I am a shopper. I am a smart, professional shopper. I know how to get the deals. I know where to go. I know when to shop. I know when to tune in, and I'm not going to miss out. This is nowhere near $11,999 with the mounting. I can go lower than the price of the mounting for you if you'd like to go ahead and get it right now. It's not going to be $10,000 or $8,000 or $7,000, and this is still, again, the strongest selling mounting. We just never see it anymore because we know that $12,000 is not going to work. Maybe you remember back when I started here, it was $3,000 just for the mounting. Maybe you bought it as a summer mount. I've had many hundreds of you that bought it just as a mounting with the gold and the diamonds and nothing else, and that was 10 years ago, and you know gold was a lot less then. Then it was back then it was 3,000. I can take you on a journey here where I know you don't care what it was then because now you're just wishing you bought it 10 years ago. That's the beauty of what I'm doing. Because it's the top of the hour and I'm making a special, let's say, opportunity happen. We're putting together a very special moment here where you can save a bundle. I know you don't want to spend more. I know you understand. People say to me all the time, tell people gold's gone up. Yeah, we all know that. We're people living in this world. We have access to the internet. We hear the news. We know what's going on. We know everything is. So I don't think I need to tell you that, even though it's a reality and probably affecting our business more than anything. And I will tell you right now that we are going to forget all that and take it down to a level that would be an incredible value if you were shopping 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, or 26 years ago when I started selling this mounting. That's the beauty of it. It's like you're going back in time here with us today, and you're not having to say, well, I guess I missed the boat on the great value there. No, it's a better value today because it's an incredible value all those years ago, and I'm going to, remind you, it's a better value today because we're saving you beyond what we ever could have done before. So if you're waiting, don't wait. If you don't have a tanzanite, this is your go moment. This is your yes, try it. You've always got the ability to send it back, but what you don't have is the ability to replicate this price tag, which is no longer $79, $69, $59, $49. I want to show you it's okay to dial in early because I know there are people mad already today. They've missed out on items. I get it. I would be too. I would be too, and it's happened to me. I feel your pain. I know it. I'm a shopper too. I get it. I've missed out. I missed out on all my favorites if it makes you feel any better because I have to show my favorite items and they never stick around. So if it makes you feel any better or any consolation, I miss out on my favorite jewelry items all the time, every day. But this is where, again, you can avoid that by getting in early. And it's not $49 or $39.99. Now we're basically saying, here's a 10-year ago price tag on the mounting, and then there's a stone for $9.99. You know and I know that's not a tanzanite you're ever going to find in a million years for $9.99. And now we go lower than that. Here is your chance to pick it up. And if that's not enough, and I'm already under cost on this one, so I'm in a little bit of trouble, and I know that I'm going to ask a lot of my operators here. So I'm going to ask them kindly to take a hand order here because we're already under a cost in the computer. Once you put in a price tag that's under cost, the computer has like a safeguard. So it knows that, and it's going to spit that back out. So at this point, now we're actually having to invoke the hand orders because otherwise the computer is not going to accept this teeny tiny little price I'm about to do. So we avoid that by getting around it. We take a hand order, no problem. But it's not going to be $39.99. And I may have to go even lower because I don't have anyone on the phone lines yet, which is a little bit just shocking, just stunning a little bit considering the popularity of the style, the carat 28 diamonds. Let's make it easy. Let's make it awfully easy, maybe a little too easy here. And this is where you want to start rolling because on the phone lines quickly, you got to go. It's not even $3,500 or $34.99. And I know a lot of you have tanzanites. I'm not talking to the people who have 80 of them already. I'm talking to you if you are not yet on board with these museum reserve best of the best. If you want to get a variety so you have a stone for every occasion or a style for different looks of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year, here's how you go. If you want to be really ultra generous and give an incredible gift of the best tanzanite in the world, here's how you do it. It's not 34 or 30. Okay, what if we do 33, 33 or something like crazy like that? I'm going to just do this. We're already below cost. It don't matter now at this point. And I just still am searching for that caller on the phone lines to say yes. So what about this? Blow it out right now. How about $2,999 and done? The most amazing, and this amounting that cost you more than that, I have now honored a price tag on the semi-mount from 10 years ago and no price for the stone. No charge. You're not even paying a penny. I don't care who's doing what on a per carat price. I just made your tanzanite free. Free. That's cool. So this is the way to do it. $29.99. 60 seconds. Free tanzanite. I couldn't come on the air and said free tanzanite. I had no intention of making this $29.99, but here is that moment. Here's where it has happened. And a 2 carat 58. What a stone. 128 in diamonds. Okay, hold that thought. We have 40 seconds left to go on this wheel, and I know there's been a big delay today. Can we pause the clock? Because I'm not sure. Okay, good. Clock is paused. I'm going to do something a little different here. We're going to try it. It's a live show. This is why we do these shows live. Sometimes you got to just, you do things that you don't even plan or intend to, because you got to roll with the day. They say roll with the punches. Well, yeah, we're going to roll with the punches here. It's not going to be $29.99. I got to make sure this goes, and we have nobody on the phone lines, and that's a bit shocking. I'm giving away diamonds, I'm giving away gold, and I'm giving away a really good 258 Museum Reserve. All that aside, let's see if we can make you happy. I believe there's somebody out there thinking about it. Nobody said sold yet. Nobody's on the lines yet. Shocking. We're going to go even lower. Now, I'm going to take a little loophole moment, and I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not going to price this. I'm not. And I'm not big on off-airs, because I think off-airs are kind of silly, because talk about your price. Be proud of your price tag. And listen, off-airs are shady. That's shady. It's shady. I don't like it, because I feel like, well, maybe I'm calling and getting a different price than somebody else. I'm not a believer in that. So I'm not really keen on the off-air thing. I hope you don't mind. But I just don't believe. I know a lot of people do that because then they, give you a better deal if you're a better customer or whatever, or maybe you're not, whatever. I want to do that. I'm just loud and proud. Let's just give you a value. But I can't go any lower. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start an auction, and we're going to let you decide. I can't price it any better than I have. I'm at the 10-year-ago mounting price, giving you a tanzanite for free. So that's not a really good way to get invited back. And I'd like to be here on Wednesday with you, because you never know what we're going to see on Wednesday. But I'll tell you this, we're going to go $2,900 to auction and see if that helps it out. Another $100. I'm already saving you more money. So we'll just, start a little auction here. We'll do $2,900 to open with a $10 increment, get you a little more value, send it out that way, get a couple of people on the phone lines, I hope. 29, 28, 27. I have nobody on the phone lines except for one caller, and it sounds to me when I'm eavesdropping, I don't think they're on this one. What about 28 or 27 or 26? I mean, at this point, in essence, I'm kind of paying you to take it, in a way. And we're so far away from the mounting price, and that's okay. It's just a matter of getting it home to somebody. So this is the time. Come on in. It's okay. It's okay. Dial in. Make it yours. But here's the deal. It's not going to be $2,700 either. I still am awaiting your calls. I don't know what's happened. Did we lose our broadcast signal? Did we lose our feed? What happened? What happened? 27? $2,600? This is a big problem. It is still 2026, right? This feels very odd, even if it was back in 2016 when I started. It feels a little different. How about we go, okay, still nobody, $2,500. 25. I'm at my very, very rock bottom here. Like, well, technically, what's below rock bottom? Like, way below, we don't want to talk about 16 hours. Just, I'm below rock bottom. I'm below. So here we go. Give it 60 seconds, Tony. We'll run it. And if we got the open, great. If we don't, bye-bye. No more tanzanites. No more. I got my 14 carats still sitting here. And now I have a $2,500 open on a signature mounting that costs way more. about $5,000 more for the mounting, but that's okay. That's what it is. It is what it is, and we give away jewelry, and that's not new. But this is a little extra special giveaway on a Sunday morning, afternoon, now everywhere. Here's where we're at. $2,500, 45 seconds left to get this started. What has happened? Huge diamond weight. We're not talking 30, 40, 50 points in diamonds. Yeah, we're going well over a carat. We're reaching towards a carat and a third in diamonds. What happened? Is it something I said? 24 seconds remaining. I've never seen this mounting. Even 10 years ago, this mounting sold for more. This is a really very strange thing to say, but if you want to take it just for the mounting, and you already have a tanzanite, and you could care less about the tanzanite, if the tanzanite not doing it for you, you would still be looking at an incredible value for the mounting. And wow, okay. And you could like discard it. You could toss it if you want to. I wouldn't, but like, you know, give it to somebody. Give it to somebody, put it in a museum, whatever you want to do. But that's an insanely good price for the mounting by itself. 25, we have one bidder? Who is it? Who's got the open? I think it's Allison's caller. Who is it? Gloria? Victoria, rather. Victoria from where? Okay. Well, Victoria in Florida is going to get it. But just for the record, and this has not been suiting me very well lately, but we're going to give it a final 2 minutes and we'll see. We do have the open. It's Victoria in Florida. Thank you, Victoria. I really do think, and I thank the Lord above, I was so worried about saying that our tanzanites were done and sold out and gone forever. I think we're all going to be good with it. I think we are, because I got to tell you, if this doesn't have 3,000 people on it, it means y'all have them. It means you're good. It means you're done. I get that's the only thing that I can imagine at this point. So Victoria's in the lead at 25, one and only bidder. We're going to give it 2 final minutes and say bye-bye to this tanzanite. Last call, and wowza. I did not see this coming, but here we are, and I should have just left it at $29.99, but here we are. Better value, better savings. I can think of some things to do with $500 extra. That's just, look at that. And I know that looks odd to say 12 grand to 3,000, so you're thinking, what the heck? $29.99 is my rock bottom crazy low that's below our own cost anyways. Remember, I can't literally price it on my own any lower. So we've invoked the auction. Here we go. And a final 90 seconds remaining. And that'll be that. Well, so much for that top of the hour. We've got still the diaspora and the demontoid. So we're going to see our Ds here. Our double. I mean, I got diasporas, demontoids. What else? Block D. I am losing so much money on this one. Sad moment. And it's funny because a lot of you say to me, I wish I could have bought tanzanite when you started bringing them all these years ago. I don't know. It's a better value now. So you might just want to take it now. Just get in the last 55 seconds we've got, place a bid, see what it's all about. Gorgeous piece, lots of diamond weight. Yes, it's a lot of diamond weight and it's an icon. So knowing that for years and years and years beyond today, you're going to still, like again, jewelry outlives us. So when we think about, we all, I think, do consider jewelry that we own and enjoy is going to be enjoyed beyond our years. And so I do think about, what about the pieces that are classic, that are going to be enjoyed 50 years from now, 100 years from now, 200 years from now, when tanzanites are long gone and VS diamonds are a thing of the past, because really already diamonds are a bit obsolete. Everyone's doing lab grown. So it's just really tough to find good diamonds anywhere. It's tough to find any diamonds anywhere, even the bad quality. And so it's really just, it makes everything more special. It makes everything more rare. And you don't probably believe what I'm saying, but it's true if you think about it, and you can liken it to other businesses, other industries, other things that are, you know, things of the past. I mean, I think of things like even those, this is a weird comparison to make when we're talking about fine jewelry, but remember for a while there was this, everybody was like scouring garage sales looking for that Corning ware because it was the thing we grew up with in the 80s and, you know, early 90s, and everybody, now it's like valuable because it's just, you know, it's like a ceramic dish, but it's valuable because everybody wants like what was, you know, better made from years ago, and what's special because it's nostalgic. And well, okay, but this is Mother Nature who's running out of tanzanites and VS diamonds, which are near impossible to find, and we're blowing it out for what, 25? Does anyone else want to venture a bid here? Because I saw the clock is out. Do we want to go 25.10 or more? Andy, yes, no? Jason, it's a maybe. I mean, it's just, it makes me sad in a way because, you know, I know fine jewelry is not always going to be around. It's getting to that point. It's tougher and tougher and tougher to find. And so the thought of even not only enjoying it here, but like setting your family up with pieces that are going to be really impossible to find in, you know, whether it's a decade or 2 or 3, I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller, but it is the way it's going. And it is just, I get passionate about this. Granted, it's all I've done. It's the only world I've known for, like, you know, more than half of my life. So it's all I've worked with, all I've talked about professionally for, you know, more years now than I've been without it. So it's really just something I'm very passionate about. And I'm a big, big advocate for values. But nobody on this one? Anybody else? 25? Anybody want to go 2510? All right, let's sell it. Congratulations, that's gone. Thank you very much. We also have this huge museum masterpiece in an emerald. If you'd like to go here, this is, yeah, one lays on its side here. I'll zoom back so we can show it upright. It's a huge oval, and it's just something I'm just going to flash here for you. It's a little more money than some pieces we do because it is our 688 Colombian emerald, and it's 111-6605. It's been here a while. It's time to let it go. 6 carats 88. Technically, it's a cushion, but I know it looks like an oval. It's almost going to look like a marquise because of the way it's set. It's 249 in diamonds as well. A couple of rounds, and the rest are all tapered baguettes. So a lovely look, and boy, we only have 35 minutes left to spend together this whole week. So sad, sad, sad to see it go, but here we are. Last call on request, last call on anything you want to see. Did you miss yesterday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday night? You want to see anything? I have access to everything that's still available. So we can bring anything out, and don't wait till the last minute because then everybody does the same and we don't have time. So want to make sure you get those requests in now. Let's help you out with this. Oh, is it Zambian? Because I'm not showing that, but okay. We'll go with Zambian. That's fine too. Looks like Colombian all day. But here we are with one only. We're going to blow it out. It's 104,000, not anymore. One only on the museum masterpiece. We're going to get it under $20,000 today for a 688. This is the ultimate. Look at the glow. I want to show it on the hand because, yeah, we had to zoom way back just to get that in the picture, and now you're getting a much better look at it. That is going to be under $20,000, and I won't leave it at $19,999. If you would like this emerald, this very one in solid gold, it's in 14 karat gold. Do like that. I'll prefer that over my platinum because it's more valuable. And we're doing this one today for $18,888. One of the top emeralds ever here. It's funny, we had the 12 karat emerald cut the other day. And because of the cutting, remember it was a square emerald cut? It looked smaller than this one. Do you remember that? It was with 2 big yellow diamonds, one on each side. It was a square emerald cut. It was 1194, I want to say. I think it was 1196, 1194, just shy of 12 carats. It looked smaller. This is that 688, as emeralds do. Emeralds are going to look double, but that looks like a 14 karat stone. And it's $18,888. Must go, museum masterpiece. So thrilled we have that for you today to take a look at for your consideration. And we'll show you a quick, okay, I have a wheel of rare. It's a wheel of really rare. Starting with color changing sapphire. We hardly ever see this. It's purple to red, super cool. I have a Paraíba, super rare. This is more the green, but it's got an element of blue, but it's more like 80-20, green to blue. I have an imperial topaz coming up as well. It's an imperial elongated pear shape. And then I have the rare pink Malaya. Malaya garnets are usually brown. That is not what you're getting here. I'm going to set our sapphire in the back and show you the pink in the Malaya in the round. So why are these together when they're all different? Because they're all super rare. One source stone on the imperial, all natural, one source, no treatment. You've got the Malaya garnet, which is rare anyways, but it's usually purple. This is, or rather brown, this is that purple pink, so it makes it more rare. We also, of course, have the 197 pear shape in the imperial. The Malaya, want to get you acquainted with these carat weights, that's a 104, 80 points in diamonds. Behind that is the color changing sapphire, 98 point sapphire, so plenty durable. And it's got a carat 06 in diamonds, and then this is the Paraíba. Green and blue together. Also in a big size, it's a 60 pointer, which for the world of Paraíba is a big size. So all of that, and really rare, yeah, it's really rare. And it's really rare to see really rare go out in a blowout price, which is exactly what we're going to associate all 4 of these rings with today. Make sure they can go. As far as the gold colors, well, we've got gold and platinum. The only platinum piece is the sapphire in the back. The rest are in gold, so gold, gold, and gold. And then you've got them staying where they're at. Everything's going to stay in the gold color it's in. That is how really inexpensive they're going. It is going to an extreme low. And this Malaya, it's beautiful and it's rare. They're all beautiful. I think they're all beautiful. A lot of rare stones are not cute. These are all beautiful. They're all wearable. They're all durable enough for daily wear. So it's no worries on them. They're in great mountings that really, I think, accentuate the shapes of those stones, the rarity they have, giving it good diamond weight. And we're going to take them all down. This is part of a wheel deal, and I'll tell you right now, they're going to go very quickly because this is our last chance, and I cannot get over these price tags. Cannot even get over it. What we're doing here, and it is the final few minutes, we've got about 30 minutes left to go. In our week, we see you on Wednesday, nighttime. So Wednesday at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. Here's where we get you your last call on anything up here. They are one of a kind, so dial early because you'll never know where they're going to go, except I can tell you right now they're going lower than you think. And that's because we're going to move some jewelry here quickly at the end of the show. End of the day, really rare. Yes, that sounds so like basic and pedestrian, but they are. We never see color change sapphires. We don't. Imperial topaz, we see them, not usually in this size. You've got the rare of the Paraiba. I think what's really rare about Paraiba is the price tag we're taking, and not to mention it's in a bed of pave diamonds, and the Malaya may be the rarest of them all. That's really exceedingly rare because it's the color. It's that pinky, purple, blue. And in the round, which is a dazzling cut, and all 4 of them, same price, I know, scheduled today to go out at $3,999 a piece. That is not what we're doing. Really important to just pick up what you can here, because when I tell you, this is designed to make sure they all go. And I know there's going to be fights over them because this happened on my last wheel. Everybody wanted one of them. It went the first and the fastest, and then everybody was disappointed. Come on in early. I don't think that there's anyone that's going to be more popular than the other because they're all so rare. And then we've got this incredible price tag. It is emphasis on the blowout. It's not $3,000. They're not $2,000. They're not even $19.99, which makes it the easiest deal possible. But at $19.99, and there are people out there watching that have a lot of rarity, but a lot of what's up there you probably don't have as of yet. And that's where I think it's fun to explore into the world of exotic gemstones, where you get a chance to own something very different, very unusual. Any one of those would qualify as different rare. And do you know that none of them get any treatment here? The sapphire might have, but doesn't actually stipulate it's unheated, but usually they are. But again, that's really important too, is they've got natural stones here. So here's what we have for you. Not even 19. I kind of felt like this is going to be necessary. We saw some crazy things on the Tanzanite. Well, let's do it again. If they're not going at 19, make it better. I know we're going to get in all kinds of trouble over this, and you don't care because you love a value. And it's not 19, 18, 17, 99. I'm really, really pushing the envelope of values and discounts today. We're not doing $17.77. This is your chance. Let's go ahead and truly blow this out. This is your moment. Take what you like. Only one of each there. This is it. This is everything you've been waiting for in exotics. And I said this earlier on a wheel. I would not think that it's beyond the possibility of just getting more than one. Like if there's if you're on the fence going, I don't know which one to decide. That's the problem here. That would be the problem. What do you choose? Where do you go? Which rarity do you want? If you can't decide, and if it's between 2, just try them both, because this is the value. I don't know about you, but $17.77, that doesn't buy a mounting up there. Nowhere in the last 5 years does that buy one of these mountings. And so you've got a chance here to pick them up with the really rare stones that we can't duplicate. I can't make another one again. We're not even doing $17.77. They are $1,699 a piece while they last 60 seconds. That's it. Let's take another look at them. You choose your favorite, whatever it is. $16.99, final 60. That's Imperial. Let me walk it through because otherwise you may not know. Imperial topaz, rare pinky purple Malaya. Here's the green blue Paraiba, and then a color changing sapphire where, yes, you're going to move from one light source to another and get different colors out of your sapphire. It is tough to believe that we are doing this now for $16.99. And again, any last minute requests, this is the time to get those requests in, because we are just about here. We're like 28 minutes from wrapping this week up. So you've got to call us now, whatever it is. I don't care if it's something from a week ago. If it's from a month ago, call me and let me know. We've shown you all the jewelry today except for the demontoid, which, woo, we better all put our money together. This demontoid, it's huge. It's a carat 72. Usually we get excited over a 10-point demontoid. I have a nearly 2-carat demontoid coming up. I don't know. Part of me is saying, just wait till next week, you know, but we're going to do it. We're going to bring it out. Let's bring it out and see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? It goes out at a great value that you forever love it for. I say, let's do it. So final call, $16.99. There's that delay again. Yes. Color change sapphire in platinum. It's item number 1128665. Let me show it to you on the hand. And here it goes. Oh, great finishing on the inside too. Here it is. There's the color changing sapphire. Now, Jason, would you like that one for sure? All right, that one's gone. That was our 98 pointer with a carat 06 in baguettes and rounds. Yes. The green potty is going on the hand next. It's item number 1125848. Diamonds side to side that kind of lock in to the sides. I love this like horse bit style that's happening. It's very you-know-who. 60 points on the neon green blue. Lots of neon, very clean. It's got over a carat in diamonds. It's got a carat of 6 in the diamonds. 106 diamond weight, all pave, side to side. Stays in the white gold. We just need to know the ring size that you need. So there's our 60-point ultra neon. This is actually a private collection stone too, by the way. So not only is it Paraíba, which they're all special, but it's that private collection material, green blue material, really rocking. Look at that beautiful way that when the light shimmers through it with the movement of the stone, it's a really good sign. You've got a high clarity Paraíba. So we have the Malaya, the green blue. Yes. The Malaya's next. You got it. That's going to be 1128054. It's a 1 carat 04 Malaya round. Look at that. It is pink, which is what makes it rare. They're calling it hot pink. I call it a pink-purple combination. To me, it's like a plum color. It's very dazzling, though, with that beautiful sparkling round. Also 80 points in the diamonds. And we only have the one there. It stays in the white gold. That's also $16.99. What did I do with this price tag? You're probably asking the same. Who got that fabulous color change sapphire? Thank you, Shirley. Enjoy it. Now we're going to see if they got the Malaya, the Paraíba, or both. It'd be only a little over $3,000 to do both. That'd be pretty special. And then our Imperial is over here. Let me try that on for you. It's 1130108. That is the 197 Imperial. Yes. We're going to go with the Malaya. Thank you so much. Malaya garnet gone. And then here we are with the Imperial Topaz pear shape, which is the 197. So almost 2 carats and 42 points in diamonds. There are going to be a couple of diamonds there in different varieties. It's going to be the tapered baguettes and the rounds. So all done in the yellow gold. That one stays in the yellow gold. So 2 left. Paraíba and Imperial Topaz. There are our final 2 at $1,699. Congrats again on the sapphire and the Malaya garnet. Well done there. Final 30 seconds on those 2, and then we will get into, I think we're in recap mode here. We've still got our kunzites. They were very special kunzites for $24.99, including the big pear shape. Personally, I liked the 18 karat gold radiant. So let me show that again for you. The 18 karat gold radiant with the 1044 was really what caught my eye. So we're going to recap that one. And then anything else, plus there is a demontoid out of Russia, almost 2 carats. We'll show it. Yes. Yeah, I did earlier. Did you want to see him again? Okay. Crystal. What's that? No, they're not heavy. They look heavy, they're not heavy. Remember with opals, remember the carat weights always look lighter than they are, Mary? That's also going to translate to the weight. They are less dense. So what that means is kind of like, you know how you could have like, you're at a ball game and you have a big old thing of cotton candy and it's light as air, you don't feel it. That's kind of how opals are. Because they're water-based, they're less dense than most gemstones. So you can get away with wearing big sizes like this on the ear without having any heavy weight or discomfort. It's item number 1130595. I will show one on for you as well, but they do have that great finishing. So there's a lot of gold. You see how they're all mirror finished on the backside. We'll show you again close up. Let me move those rings aside. We're going to bring this earring to the forefront. I'm going to try them on again for you. I know that's not going to sit on its own, so give me a second here to try one on. It's a leverback style, diamonds up front, 29 points in diamonds, crystal opals here. They're gigantic. So if they're 1098, that means that they're each about 5.5 carats, but they're going to look larger than that. Here's what they look. Oh yeah, this is the viewpoint, and you guys know, I mean, this is really, it is not a struggle or a heavy earring. It's not pulling at all at the earlobe or tugging at the piercing. It's a really, look at the colors there. This is also helpful because this is a lower light I'm standing in, not to mention I'm just kind of in my like catcher's position squatting down here, but just to get this in the shot. But look how beautiful that is. And all the colors are saying it's a neon type of glow. I'm seeing blues, greens, purples, reds, pinks, yellows, oranges as well, all that colored together. And it's a really, that's a jumbo look. Again, does that look like a 5.5 carat? Not at all. It looks like a 10 carat each, but not pulling, not weighty at all. Let's go back to the wheel. Just a reminder, as I will lift this one up for you, this was a $19.99 discount. So huge value there. And those are gone. And that's your side profile. But again, here it is upright. So thank you so much, Mary. Enjoy those. And then here we are looking at that kunzite I wanted to remind you of. This is 1130884, a 10 karat 44 radiant, specialty cut radiant no less, because usually the radiant cutting is just scissor facets on the side. This really stems from the center. Center on out, beautifully done, 18 karat gold, 1044 radiant, and it's a 118 diamond weight all the way around it. That includes a couple of baguettes where the shank splits there. On the sides, they look fabulous, and it's a nice big ring overall that I think you're going to really enjoy. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and we'll come in a little closer too so you can see what that's all about. Remember, our Pata Even Imperial from that last $16.99 wheel are still available, so you can go ahead and get those if you'd like. We are going to show you the Russian Amantoid for the end of the show as well, and give you some time to consider that carat 72 we have coming up. But here's our 118 diamond weight. Very impressive, large size, great cutting, all brilliant and beautiful as can be. Here's what it looks like on the hand. It stays in the white gold, so that's going to be just a matter of how would you like it sized, where are you going to wear it. Do you want to wear it here or maybe here or here? Probably one of those fingers would be best. And we're going to do it for only $24.99. It was part of a blowout earlier. We had 2 other companion pieces, but this to me is that I know you've been loving these really cool modified radiants, and for obvious reasons, the firework effect that the beautiful prismatic faceting presents, but all in the best of the best in neon, pinks, purples, and blues together, and it's only $24.99. So that was really one I wanted to give a specific highlight to. Before we get to our incredible Russian Amantoid, which is of course one of the rarest stones on earth, we'll show that to you as well. But again, opal earrings are gone. This is a good time to ask about anything you'd like to see yet again. We did have a couple of vanadium barrels earlier, one gone, one left. We do have some tanzanite studs that are still here. They were the big ovals, 6.5 carats for $34.99. We had a beautiful sapphire and ruby that were $13.99. Our 3 carat 01 yellow diamond with 3 carat 60 of white diamonds, 661 overall, is still here. And our beautiful zoisite, our unheated zoisite, also still here. And a couple of yellow diamond triple wonder rings, they're here too. So that's what we have for you. And then let's show you the Demontoid because we want to spend some time with this one. Absolutely. It's, oh gosh, this is a rarity. It's a total museum piece here. And well, it is just magnetic. It just draws you in. You just want to stare at it and go, how on earth does a gemstone give that much color and vibrance and dispersion? Well, dispersion better than that of diamonds. And 113-1387 is your item number. And let us know who's got what, because it's a matter of time here. We are down to 20 minutes left to go, and I know we're always busy with requests near the end. We want to make sure we have plenty of time to show those to you, but this is the 172 round Russian stone that is going to give you the horsetail inclusion, by the way. That's important to remember, is that the Russian stones, that's it. It's the only source of Demontoid. There have been a couple sources for Demontoid the world over. It's only the Russian material that is going to give you the horsetail inclusion. And I know, a reminder that you don't want inclusions. So why on earth would I want a horsetail inclusion? Why would I want that? Well, first of all, it denotes the Russian material, so that's the first thing, which is what is your, it's like a signature of authenticity. It's a certificate, if you will. But all done in nature, not like a stamp or a Hallmark. It's not like that. It's all done by Mother Nature, but here's the beauty of it. You don't see any inclusion with your naked eye. We're up close at it, 10 power magnification. I don't think you're gonna see it here either. Kind of depends on how big a television you're watching on, but it's really unlikely you're even seeing it now. You really have to use your jeweler's loupe to see that, but it's what denotes. So I love that it doesn't take away from the beauty and the brightness, but it still really ups the rarity, authenticates it as that source. And it's 118 in diamonds, side to side, yes. Oh, congratulations on the green Paraíba. The green Paraíba has found its home as well. And that means the Imperial Topaz is the only one left from that $16.99 wheel at this point. But here's our 172 with 118 in diamonds. And we already have two people thinking about it. Well, I'm going to mark it down because we don't have a lot of time left. We have 18 minutes to go. So not a ton of time here. We're going to make this really, really affordable. And it's our 172, diamond side to side. Check this out. That is some of the most dance you're going to get in dispersion. Brilliance, beauty, fire on a base color of neon green. Like really impactful. Watch it on the hand. But a very classic styling here. Look at that, side to side diamonds. Wear it every day, plenty durable for everyday wear. This should absolutely be considered a museum masterpiece. And now I'm gonna take care of the must-go part because it is brand new. And it's not supposed to be discounted, but it's already a discount because where else are you gonna find it? The fact we're saying it's not a bazillion dollars is a discount. And that sounds like, okay, just said in jest, but it's true. There's no per carat retail price on it. There's no, oh, the museum was offering it for this price. Well, last time I was in a museum, they don't have their things for sale. Sometimes it's a replica at the gift shop on the way out. Okay, but not the same thing. Not the real deal, because there's only one if it's in a museum. Same thing here. We're going to blow it out for you. End of our show is near. Thank you for being with us. Questions, requests, get those in now while we still have the airtime to work with, and then we'll see you on Wednesday night. But this is a beautiful carat 72, quite the powerful stone. Impactful, yes. I've got a great value here, but it's still $29,000. Don't hang up. Don't go anywhere. Don't think you can't get it. I am on a mission to move every piece we've shown you today, and we will, because we're almost there. We will, and this is the first time seeing it today so far. And it will not be, and I'm just going to give it away. This is a value. You can't put a price tag on it. You can't. So that's a good one. But a lot of you going, huh, yeah, right. It's a great price. But if I take it to $19,000 or $99.99, it's going to go. But then we can go even lower than that and make sure it does go because I'm not waiting here. We got literally 16 and a half minutes to go, and this is going to be the next to go today. And it's our first look at it. First look, and it's not $99.99. Even lower, even better, even more affordable, and it won't be even, no, not even $89.99. I get it. We don't have a lot of time to consider it, and I'm just going to make it so easy and obvious. Question. Red hoops. Not that I'm thinking of today. No, no red hoops today. Like a red gem in a hoop? No. They might be thinking about the ruby pendant that started the show. It's the only thing I can think of, but there was only that pendant and like a link style. Yeah, I didn't have any red hoops today, did I? I'm not thinking of any. I don't think I had any hoops at all today. All right, and I'm not thinking of anything recent days either. So sometimes I get confused with other networks though. Right? Sometimes that happens, you know? We're all exactly alike, right? Not really, but sometimes I know you guys confuse me for other hosts out there. Oh no, but whatever. Yes. Sure, the inside of this ring, you got it. Here's what it looks like from the inside. How clean. This is actually a really intriguing view. This is not a stone that comes clean. And I don't mean like professing your admitting your wrongs. I'm talking about this is a stone with inclusions. Where are they? I'm not seeing them from the back. I'm not seeing them from the front. We're going to blow it out right now. It's not even $89. $79.99. It will not be $7,500. It's about as rare as I get. And now we've gone to museum masterpiece must go. Here's the must go part of it. It's not $75. It's not even $7,000. Blow it out, $69.99. It's the ultimate. It's the, and you talk about save the best for last. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be here the last item because it's going to go. You thinking about it? It does. I mentioned that. Not one you'd see. I know you're probably not seeing it yet because, well, let's even do this, Tony. I'm going to come in closer. Tell me if you guys see anything. My monitor is very small. I have a small monitor, but I'm going to come in really close to the stone here. There's, you should see, let me refocus. Let's see, do you see the wispiness? Because we're we're really close. Do you see the horsetail? I don't know if I'm seeing it yet. I think you're going to need a loop. But there's a wispy inclusion. This wispy-like inclusion is the horsetail. It's not visible to the naked eye. Well, at least not typically. I've seen only a couple horsetails to the naked eye ever, and that was a bigger stone, but they were also pretty included overall. And usually the cutter tries to actually showcase that horsetail somewhat in the center. So I think you're going to need your magnification to see it, but it is Russian material, and that has the diamonds side to side. Look how bright white those diamonds are. Yes. Say it one more time. Yes. Yes. Imperial coming up close and from the rear. We'll show that to you. And yellow diamond wonder rings are still going out. And Jason's verifying on this one. All right, so we are going to show really quickly here the Imperial Topaz 113-0108. We had a request here to bring this back out up close, and it's up close. And then we will show you the inside. Let me zoom back just so you can see the top point of the diamonds there. And that's our 197. Don't worry, we'll go back to the Russian Amantoid until it's gone. That one's verifying now, though, so please dial early. Here's the inside. Ooh, nice little basket coming to a nice finish there on the inside. That's the inside of the Imperial. This was 103. We're 113-108. So 113-0108 is the number. That's the 197 Imperial. We had this on our 1699 wheel. It's the 197 Imperial with 42 points in diamonds. Tapered baguettes and rounds together. So that's what it looks like there. I'm going to try it on the hand again for you as well in case you missed it. And it's 1699. That's the last piece from that 1699 wheel that's available today. And we're verifying on this one. So there you go. 1699. It's a big stone. All natural. It's got those golden tones. There's not overwhelming pinks in this one. It's mostly those rich, instead of yellows, it's more of an orangey golden. So a golden yellow tone. Here it is the other way on the hand as well. Pop that on, pointing up towards the hand. There you can see it. And I saw this debate online the other day. Everyone was watching that super big pop star that got engaged. It's supposed to be getting married any day now. Like it was supposed to be yesterday, and now it didn't happen, and then whatever. You know, she's engaged, and she sings, and she's engaged to a football player. And everyone was saying they were so bothered by, why is her ring always doing this and spinning? And everyone said, could somebody tell me why a multi-billionaire doesn't have a ring? And I'm going, why? They were all wondering, why does it do that? It's because it's not sized properly. And again, it's a great question. Why isn't her ring sized properly? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know her personally, but if you get a ring sized properly, and I get it, our fingers can go up and down in size a little bit. This one's sold. So I get that. Like when it's really cold, you know, your fingers might shrink a little bit. But, you know, if you need ring guards, sometimes you can add a ring guard. That also helps that. So here we are with our Russian Amantoid again. Now, Jason, let me know if you already bought this, and then we won't show it. Allison, did you need to see the Wonder Rings again, or are they all good? Did they get one or two? What's that? She did. So she came back and decided she needs a second one. Bravo, Ginger. Thank you. That's a great idea. She said, I better get those before they're gone. Yes, indeed. That's a good idea. So that would be really, really recommended. And okay, Amy, we'll get working on that for you. And then here we are with the $69.99 Russian Amantoid. Imperial's gone. Let's bring out a Diaspora if we have time. Anything you need to see recapped again? I will say, let me do that. Let me bring out that yellow diamond triple row Wonder Ring in case you missed it, because it's, well, it sounds like it's on its way out here. It's verifying our last view on that yellow diamond pear shapes all throughout, Wonder Ring, triple row, all pear shapes, carat 30. Did you get the demontoid? So that's a really important demontoid. Here's the, ooh, can you imagine those together? I mean, that'd be wild, but it'd be awesome. I don't mind putting yellow diamonds next to anything. I think they look good. I've yet to see something they don't work well with, but here is the yellow diamond triple row. Just a reminder, we had this earlier. This is a carat 30, 24 individual stones, about 5 points apiece, yes. This one, absolutely. You're talking about that? Absolutely. Any particular finger did they mention? Because I've got, okay, so we'll show it on the ring finger first, and two different ways, because obviously it's a chevron, so you can point it down or up. So we'll show it here, and this is $19.99, triple row, that's one ring. We keep talking about, well, who's getting two? Everyone's getting two. You can get another one because that's what gives you the ring guard action. Usually what you do is put them on just different ways and sandwich another ring between them. But I'm showing you how it looks on a pinky ring, or a pinky finger. Here's what it looks like as a thumb ring, and of course, different ways to wear it depending on how you put it on, so you can mix and match it and have different looks day by day, moment by moment, hour by hour. But it's a really incredible design here, and that's what it looks like that way. I love the idea of it pointing up towards the hand as well. That would be even, I think that makes a good pinky ring, thumb ring as well. It sits low profile enough to where it can work that way. But $19.99, and if you're like Ginger and got one the first time around, meaning earlier today, and you're thinking, you know what, I think I would like to try it as a wonder ring and put two around something, this is the day to get it. Or maybe just as I've done here, I've got one that's a smaller size and one that's a larger size, so they can accommodate different fingers on the hand. But here it is again up close for you, a really stunning look, and all those big yellow diamonds. Pretty awesome look there overall, and one of our very best in values, because if you actually think about it, I think this is the best way to think about it as a value. You're getting one ring here. It's all one ring. But if you just divide it by 3, because it's 3 rows, and 3 rows of gold, 3 rows of stones, and big stones at that, that's like $660 a piece. So it's a very impressive price when I can't, you guys know from watching the show, I don't have a $600 ring here. I just don't. I do not. And that's what's so, I think, just completely mind-boggling to me, is that I literally do not have a ring here. In all of our inventory, and there tens of thousands of pieces at any moment in this inventory, I don't have a piece that has a $650 price tag to a ring. Not one. Stud earrings sometimes, maybe a little pendant, but there is not a ring here, even if I did a plain gold band, that would ever be $660 some. And that's essentially what this breaks down to, because you have the 130 among the 3 rows. And if you're just simplifying it to just gold, that's a pretty remarkable value. So I'm seeing the value. I don't think that's ever the issue here, though. The value is a value. It's just a matter of, do you want to try something unique and different? Great way to get yellow diamonds into your collection. Maybe that's a first. Or maybe you love the idea of adding, because they're only getting more and more rare by the day. They literally are. I mean, their big source is all mined out. So they've been really increasing in value in a huge way for several years now, since that Argyle mine closed down. So that's something to consider. But then you've got, again, that'll continue to get more rare. There's not a really good replacement source. There's not a great alternative for getting fancy yellows or pinks or blues or any other color for that matter. So here's the way that you've got something that you can really feel proud to wear, sits low profile enough, every diamond there. I thought it was more, but again, they're telling me it's a carat 30, and I'm not going to take all the stones out here and weigh them, because if you're getting more, and that makes the value even better. But that, by math and by calculation, that means every stone, because there are 24. So if you look, there are rows of 3 and there are 8 rows of 3. So that's 24 stones, that's 5 points each, and quite frankly, they look bigger. So it's a lot of gold still, no matter how you slice it, but that is a huge value at $19.99. So a last call there, and think about, if you got one, think about getting another, because you don't have the option to call back later and say, okay, I got it at home, I'm wearing it, I've decided I do want another one. It's going to be far too late at that point. And we just want to remind you, we have 6 minutes left to go in the show. 6 minutes. What can we show you? What can we get you? Are you thinking about anything from earlier? We'll recap the big tanzanite. The 14 karat is here. The 2 carat's gone, but the 14 carat's here. We also have a couple of our big kunzites here. One blue zircon we showed earlier. Reminder, that blue zircon was also $16.99. So let me give you another look at that one. We did have another, this was nearly 5 carat blue zircon here in the oval with the 3-stone styling. That is $16.99. If you'd like to go ahead and get that one, you may. Okay, so that was our, and I'll do better, let's get the fingerprint off of it. But you can see that's a 485 rich saturated color in that blue zircon, and that's the 485 with 15-point diamonds, 7.5 points on each. In the white gold, that's going to be $16.99. So it's a big time zircon for that price tag. I was saying earlier that that price tag usually gets you about a 1 carat, maybe a 1.5. Yes. Oh, good. The Star Sapphire pendant from earlier also just found its home. Congratulations on that one. Hey, I want to remind you about these tanzanite studs. There was some back and forth on these tanzanite studs earlier, but this is the pair that remains available. The ovals that were the larger of the 2 I had, and there's item number 11301012 is the number. That's going to be the tanzanite studs, more like a button style, because they do have a big halo and they're big stones at 3 carats plus a piece, but there's 642 total weight here. in your tanzanite blue wing block Ds. They're also in 18 karat gold. They have the baguettes and the rounds. Total there of really good diamond weight, just about 60 points or so. And we're going to do really well on this price tag. No longer. They were $69.99 at one point. Now they're $34.99 instead. Keep calling on the triple row yellow diamond wonder rings. Call me on that 4 karat 85 blue zircon. Call me on anything and everything. If you need to see it again, that's always the best way to decide. Best way to make a decision is just to see it one more time, then you'll know what to do. But this is where last call on the show. By the way, did you see this vanadium barrel earlier? We had 2 on the show today. One is already gone. One is here. It's the big one. It's the 263. So let me remind you, as we're looking at the tanzanites, that's my vanadium barrel. That's the 2 karat 63 Asher cut with a diamond weight of just under a carat, 18 karat gold. That was $69.99 for that vanadium rich. Looks like the best Paraíba in the world, but a rare, rare barrel. Rarer than the reds, you could say that. I mean, by a numbers perspective, it is. Certainly don't have many of the vanadium barrels to go around, but there's our $34.99 oval tanzanite studs, and they are studs all right. They are beautiful, and they're the best. They got the red flashes and all. So that's a very impressive look. Now, speaking of tanzanite, we also have the 1407 emerald cut stone here as well. This is the one and only in the emerald cut ring. That's a 1407, tons of reds. The Hall of Mirrors, where it's an infinite number. It just looks like those step facets go on and on and on, and each one gleaming and glowing. It's bright neon reds. That's our 1407, 46 points in diamonds on the sides. They're bigger diamond round brilliance in the pave. It's 68.88, and we've got 2.5 minutes to go in the show. What more can we do for you? Show you what requests do you have for the end of the day. Remind you, got to pick these pieces up now while they're still available to not only show, but also just available here, because we do get really busy after we go off the air here on these phone lines, and it's a lot of pieces getting picked up, and we want to make sure you get that chance. Also, this ruby, here's another one that just somehow escaped its first airing here without a home yet, but I think we're going to change that. Yes. Oh, good. The blue zircon ring sold? Did it sell earlier? Okay, just now. I was going to apologize if I didn't hear about it, but anyway, the blue zircon's gone as well. Now I want to remind you about this ruby classic here. It's 111-9270. It's a ruby, and it's a roval, and it's a 107, and it's always impressive to get over a 1 carat in a chromium-rich stone like this. It also has 52 points in a classic halo diamond mounting, and it's in white gold. Stays in the white gold, shows off the beauty of those diamonds, and it is one only. Got it down to $13.99 earlier, and I'll try it on the hand. We have about 90 seconds left to go. Yikes. So very limited time here. Let us know what you'd like to see. Check on availability on anything. I think that 14 karat emerald cut is still here. This one right here, that one's still available. The studs for the moment, the tanzanite oval earrings, they're still available as well. And then we're going to see you on Wednesday night. At least I sure hope we'll see you on Wednesday night. Don't forget, 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're back with an incredible Wednesday. There's a lot of brand new coming this week as well. So I hope you'll join me for that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday nights. And of course, always our weekends, Saturday and Sunday mornings into the afternoon. We look forward to seeing you every single show. We've got our final minute left to go. Call me on the tanzanite earrings or ring, the jumbo ring, or that vanadium barrel, that 263 we flashed, still here. 263 rich vanadium barrel. A couple of our museum masterpieces are still here, like the big 688 emerald, like the huge 25 karat kunzite, like a couple of our 10 karat kunzites are here as well, and anything else we can help you with. It is time to dial. And don't forget, we are still fielding your calls after we go off the air in about 30 seconds. So you want to jot down that phone number, and you'll know how to reach us, and then we'll answer your questions, place those orders, and get those pieces that you pick up right out to you. So thanks again for being with us, not just today, but all week long and always. Always a pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, the rest of your weekend. A fabulous Wednesday coming up for you, Wednesday night at 5. I'll see you then. For now, from all of us at TVON, I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Happy weekend, everybody, and go Knights, go. See you guys on Wednesday.